my notebook and shit at, bro? You right here. Stop touching my stuff, bro. My stuff is there. You keep taking my notebook. Why you keep doing that?
Sorry, G.
Is you cool?
I'm sorry, G. I'm stressed right now.
You acting like you stressed.
That shit just...
Like you ain't ever did this.
Yeah.
It's a different screen now, though.
Might be.
I said we was gonna go live at 8 o'clock.
Are you trolling us?
No, G. Like it's
You
really...
definitely said 8 o'clock.
G, it's really tweaking though, nigga. This shit really tweaking.
I think it's funny.
At the screen, G, like it's really tweaking.
What? It's tweaking. What's going on?
Yeah, what was tweaking?
It was on.
Yo, listen to the sound, bro. This shit tweaking.
What's going on? It was on.
That's your echo.
Yes, it's my echoes.
Turn it off, bro. Throw me off.
What are you listening to?
You need to touch it
Yeah, like-
Go ahead, phone, G. This shit tweak, bro. It's tweaking. I'm sitting up here, G.
We can
I'm
hear
looking
it
at
clear.
it right now.
Bro,
It wasn't.
it's not.
G, I'm looking at it. It keeps shutting off and everything, G. Like my shit not, bro. I'm finna get mad, bro.
Bro, we
I'm
can hear
looking
this
at-
clear as day. Can y'all hear?
I'm a perfectionist, G. I don't like the way it's...
Man, bro, it been 2 hours.
Perfectionist, bro.
Baby.
See, that's loud, bro. She high, bro.
Can y'all hear? Somebody comment on.
I was doing some other shit behind the screen, bro. That's it.
We can see it. You know we can see all of that.
Yeah, I know.
You can't like hurt.
But it keeps shutting off, too.
We can see
I'm
it.
looking at it, bro. Like, I'm about to show you. Watch.
What's shutting off? The volume?
But it's the only way I'm gonna do this, though. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What?
I'm gonna show you. Just go ahead. Without me touching it. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Gee, nothing happened on the screen.
So nothing moved on the screen.
It's off now.
It's off now. When you touched it.
I'm about to figure. I know what's going on, but go ahead. I got you.
What's going on?
Gee, I'm sitting up here looking at the shit. Y'all talk. It's delayed on y'all side. It's cutting off on my side, bro. So when I cut it off, y'all look like, okay, it went off because I touched it, but it did, bro. Go ahead, G.
So what did it cut off now?
Now it's on.
Your camera.
Go ahead and do what? Oh my God. These signs is stressing me out right now. Yeah. What we supposed to do with this right now?
Yeah, I don't know how we.
What we supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to talk? What am I supposed to do?
Right.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? People, sorry we're having these technical difficulties.
It's only these
I
songs.
wish we were not, but D-Sign's a great producer, but today is...
It's like somebody changed my settings or some shit. My settings or some shit, but go ahead.
Yeah, since somebody touched this camera, I ain't really buying it. But, you know, we're going to keep going out. We're going to keep coming back in. We got
There's no way that nobody did that to your camera.
I ain't even been using my camera, bro.
Josiah.
So Josiah, like he put on the timer.
That was crazy.
Sound good. I'm good to go.
Wow. How we couldn't do this 2 hours ago?
G, it was tweaking, bro. I'm trying to tell. I had it set up the right way, G. It literally was tweaking.
Bro, the mics was in the bag, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't put on the beat, bro.
But go ahead. It's all right.
Where do we start?
Where do we start?
Just flow, man.
Just flow.
Just flow, man.
We've actually been talking to each other for a real time of 2 hours.
But at least y'all didn't get into no topics.
You don't know what we talked about. You wasn't even listening.
Would you look at that and look how is everything straight now?
I'm not gonna just be this optimistic.
Yeah, bro, like,
Bro, you was just, wow.
like,
Listen, they won't. Hey, listen.
You was just punching the air.
no, literally.
Because it was tweaking on me. It's like somebody been fucking with my camera. It's okay though. We here now.
Golly.
And now I'm in trouble because I ain't gonna make my curfew.
Fuck fault is that?
It's only your fault.
Oh, man. All right, man. So,
Sound good now, motherfucker.
shut up. Shut the hell up.
You
You shut up, man. Fucking Donnie T
Oh,
over there, man.
God.
Oh, my God. So, man, good evening, everybody. Apologies for the late start. We had some technical difficulties for the second night in a row,
Ooh.
but we got it right now. Excited to be back on camera. Unfiltered Flag Football. How you feel, brother?
Good, man. Happy to be back. Happy to be running around again, feeling that shit.
Yeah,
It's heavy. My legs is heavy.
yeah. Danny, how you feeling, brother? Diablo, sorry.
All good, man.
They call me the
Outside of my
Diablo.
camera tweaking, bro. My friends call me Diablo.
His friends call him Diablo. Y'all see D-Sign, make sure y'all call him Diablo. And I'm doing great off a big win. You know?
Week 1?
Big win.
I thought I took you for more of a championship or bust type.
I am, but you know, you got to celebrate your win. Since everybody want to bring up old shit all the time, you know, we got the biggest loss in history, and shit, everybody want to bring up old shit all the time. You know,
I forgot about that.
you know, it's like damn, like we lost in the first round. It's like damn, y'all, we can say like
That was a bad moment. That was a bad moment.
I mean, bro, like
It was a bad moment.
whatever. I done seen worse, but whatever.
I seen worse.
Yeah, we seen worse this weekend.
Yeah, I've been
Nice, see what we did there.
I seen worse.
All right, the synergy's flowing. So we didn't get a chance. You know, some of our stuff was kind of janky towards the end of the season. Just some life stuff happened. You know, recapping last season, just quickly. How'd y'all feel about how the season ended? You know, y'all ended up in the Final Four against the band. T1T play Grammy Final Four. Had a T1T band championship. How'd y'all feel at the end of the season? How everything went? You know, obviously us losing in the first round kind of threw a monkey wrench at some things.
That was a record.
Shout out to LOD. Y'all handled y'all business. LOD. I ain't gonna sit and do all that, but y'all handled y'all business. But yeah, what did you think end of the season last year?
The band was kind of trending up the whole season.
Yeah.
So them playing well through the playoffs and finishing like they did, like it was on par, really. I mean, they've been knocking at the door.
Yeah. I was shocked to see the game go like that, though.
The
Championship.
championship.
Game?
Yeah.
I was shocked to see it go like that.
T1T shot. They shot themselves in the foot a couple times.
Yeah.
But
But band trending, band defending champ. They winning, doing their thing indoor as well. So I like what the band doing. You know, band got some.
For the most part, the band ish owns everything flag football in Chicago.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
core members is making a lot of moves.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
That's team.
Best team in the league right now. Best team in the league right now. You know,
Right in the chain.
championship appearance, championship. Yeah. Shout out to the band, man. Got some nice offseason acquisitions. I didn't get a chance to see the game completely. They picked Ari up, corner. Good player. Got some length right there. Come on, bro. I ain't. I'm comfortable with mine, bro. I'm straight. You know.
I hate that rebuttal.
It is what it is. Who else? They pick up anybody else? I didn't see the game.
They pick up Raven.
Okay. Great. Okay.
Raven from the Hitman.
I thought that was weird. I should have stayed there.
Well, we
I should
can
have stayed there.
I bet after Sunday, I bet you she doesn't think so.
Yeah, we're gonna see. All right, but hopping straight into things. You know, some good games this week. Some good games, some blowouts. You know, some different stuff that went on. But the talk of the league right now, man, the squad versus loaded. So we sat there. I wasn't at the game, but I did watch the game online. The fuck loaded looked crazy. It was.
That first half was dark.
First half was crazy. Like,
Dark.
like, you know, I'm like, all right, you know, they're gonna come down, you know, do what they do. Like Loaded got some, you know, some new pickups. Loaded, I don't know where the hell y'all find all these people in the transfer portal. Like, so they find all these 24, 25, 26-year-olds. I need to find out where the hell y'all recruiting from. But, you know, I didn't really know what the squad had. Obviously, you know, Bobby's on the team. They got some young guys on the team. Added some women. Loaded added some people. I'm gonna be honest, I thought it would be a super lopsided game, but, you know, first drive come out. I don't know if it was a turnover on downs or if it was a pick. Malik was kind of on Dre ass though.
Malik played a good game.
He played a great game.
Malik fast. Like people underrate him. Like he's a fast.
I don't underrate him. I like him. I think he can play. I think he can really play.
Yeah, I think he
but he was, you know, he was on his ass a little bit. Second drive, they go out, they score. It was a woman that caught the touchdown. It's actually a good ass catch in the end zone.
Yeah.
But I think that was after the Gooch pick. Gooch threw a pick on a red play. They came out.
Was it like a wheel?
Nah, it was like a post.
I know.
It was like a post.
I think Teats caught that.
Okay, that was a good ass catch though.
It was.
Flipped the score pretty quick. I didn't see what happened on the third drive, and I'm gonna be honest. At that point, I turned the game off. Watching it live.
Yeah.
But then to come back, you know, peep the game, but then come back in the second half, and it was like.
Yeah, I ran to the car.
24 straight fucking points. Like,
yeah, I ran to the car. I was like, yeah, it's dark over there. Actually, I bumped into Ron on my way and he was asking what was going on. I was like, yeah, it's an ass whooping going on.
Yeah, so 24 straight, man. Like, what? If y'all thoughts on that? Like to be able to score 22 in the first half and then come in the second half and like, now, Dre made a comment on Facebook today where he was like. You know, we ended the game how we were supposed to, you know, he ended the game how we were supposed to do it anyway. But I'm like, that first half, they was kind of doing some shit. So second half, it's like, they got playmakers, but yeah.
They got playmakers. You got to score. You just got to score. I don't know. So, like, in fairness, it was some contact made. Mm-hmm. Bobby was down for a little second. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's real. Not saying it's like he faked.
His arm didn't get hit though. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was lower body or what.
That's what I'm saying.
His arm didn't get hit on the play. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that caused a problem. You know, going forward with passes and shit. But I mean, fam threw a whole lot of deep passes that didn't connect after that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's kind of one of them things where it's like.
You kind of got away.
We talked about this earlier, right? So it's like people play the game, and you play the game with this like I'm gonna run the score mentality, not knowing or thinking the other team is like it's like the other team doesn't matter in the situation. Like
that's what happened.
Yes, but you still have to play your game in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, I'm gonna take this deep shot because I'm up 3 scores. By the time you look up, you throw a couple deep shots, like them downs go quick. especially if you're not manufacturing a first down. So like you can manufacture a first down, you can get into like the opposite side of the 40, and then you want to fuck around from there. But if you going 3 and out from your 20 or 3 and out from your 40, it's gonna be a long ass game for you. Like regardless of what's going on. So
that's fair what I was saying though. Like people is working out. They
real.
got new players.
They've been practicing though.
Practice ain't them bullets though. Them bullets flying change shit.
I'm not gonna be like that, you know.
I mean, that's the truth.
You're right.
You ain't gonna be the same week 1 as you in real football. You wouldn't
That's
be
real.
the same week
No,
1
that's
as you
real.
are week 3.
But that's a veteran team.
They got pieces that ain't been there.
The core is there.
Right.
It's not true.
We talking
Right.
about, right?
Nah, it's not true.
They're
It's a
not.
new team.
That's a team.
That's a new team. That's a new team.
That's
That's
a
a new
lot of
team.
cohesiveness.
I looked
That's
at
what I'm
it. I
saying.
looked at.
I was like,
like, bro, like, what
Even
they
Darnold, I'm like, where the hell Darnold? Like, when Darnold get on?
And
So
I'm
what's
also
up,
like, where
Darnold?
they defense go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
Well, Gooch is there.
yeah, Gooch, like the
Zoe-
rest of the
Zoe
guys,
Russian.
Zoe Russian. You know, shout out to Zoe.
Shout out to Zoe.
Shout out to
Shout out to my dog.
Like, shout out to Zoe.
Zoe Russian, the women on defense. I don't know
They
if
gotta
Brandy
figure
was
shit
there.
out, bro.
Brandon.
She's
Brandy's
there.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, Sean was the twins there. Sean was there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I like, and,
I thought that
and now it's week 1. I'm not saying I ain't roster check, so I don't know if they still there or not. Angels here, let us know. But you know what I'm saying. But like I just looked at the defense, like, bro, this is not the same defense. So for me, like when I saw like Bobby like really just like they asked him at first, I was like, I looked around, I'm like, oh well, you know, those guys shining them, like that's the energy for them.
Yeah.
So they won there. I'm like, all right, well, okay. But you know, I don't know if they still on their team or not. Like I said, I haven't roster checked or not.
But I will
they
say,
turned that shit around in the second half for sure.
yeah.
They definitely
I
sat
do
down.
think squad helped them though, but they turned it around.
But I do think
That's
that.
not even up for debate.
But I do think that when you look at like Loda has a lot of guys that like have like some two-way potential. So like
Yeah.
Cease is on the team. Like Cease can play any position.
Yep, see?
Gooch can play any
Cease,
position.
For sure.
You know, Malik can
Oh,
play.
shit.
Hey Malik, can you stop sitting down as your brother? Play the fucking game, bro. Like, I don't know if you hear. I know Angel gonna tell you. I want to see Malik play. That's what I want to see. I want to see Malik play. That's what I'm asking
There we
you
go.
for.
Sean is still loaded. We just added some new pieces to add.
All right,
Okay.
cool. I ain't see him. I want my boy to play though. We need to see Malik get the ball.
But 20-0, I'm thinking.
It was-
And y'all help me out. I'm thinking, when was the last time a team came back from that much?
Funny you asked that question. Talk to Grady this week. The last time that happened was an up top play forcing the playoffs.
Shut the fuck
And we
up.
kicked
I was
y'all
there.
ass, Deshaun.
I was there.
Kicked, oh my God, you set
In
yourself
the
up for
Elite
that
Eight.
one.
In the Elite Eight.
In the Elite Eight.
I was on that team.
Oh my God, you
In
set
fact,
yourself up for that one.
in fact, we might have been up more than 20.
No, it was 20. No, it was 22.
We was
It was
kicking-
22
we was
to 0.
kicking y'all ass.
And then y'all got y'all ass.
we was and oh,
That's
and
so-
nails. Oh
bro,
my God.
It's so funny you say
But
that.
that was a long time ago though.
That was 2018.
Like that was a while ago.
That was 18, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like
Grady, I literally talked to Grady on the phone the other day. He like, bro, that's the first time it happened since then. I said, damn. And we were just talking about it like, damn. So y'all was up 28-0.
yeah, we was up 20, bro. We was kicking y'all ass.
Grady, so Grady's
I couldn't believe.
Grady's comment when I talked to him, he was like, you know, I ain't the same quarterback I was. I made a lot of dumbass mistakes, but I'm like, I don't even remember the game. I remember like at halftime, Zell was like, I went up to Zell, I was like, hey, bro, hey, we gotta lock the fuck in. We gotta get some stops. And literally, like, I don't even know how it happened. I don't even know how I scored. I remember one play from that game. It was the play when like Grady threw it to you and then Zell like broke it up in like the end zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only play I remember from that game. I was like, I don't know how the fuck we won this game.
This L hacking ass, man.
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right though.
Still definitely.
But nah, that was but yeah, it's been a long time. But
But in fairness, Loaded tried that shit last year.
what you mean?
We played Loaded early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
We played Flagrant played Loaded, and we was on their ass early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they shit just started slowing down on our end, and they
Well,
it was
I'm gonna tell you this:
possessions,
Loaded is built to if you turn that shit down at all. Like even when they played against Cartel like a couple years ago, like they played against Cartel a couple years ago, and it was like I can't remember what the score was, and then at the second half, it was like I think they came within one score. You know what a game. So like they're a team that they're like a team that can do like lightning in a
That
bottle.
was the other way.
Oh no, Loaded was up.
Yeah,
And
Loaded.
Cartels come back. Okay. But Loaded is a team, like I said, that, you know, is a lightning in a bottle type team. Like if you sit down, like that score could flip on you real quick if you know
Like you
shit.
said, they got dynamic players.
Yes, they do. A lot of dynamic players. Dynamic quarterback. I mean,
Dynamic quarterback.
dynamic quarterback. You know, organized. You talked earlier before we was off the screen though about the squad's roster.
Mhm.
I didn't really get to see a lot of their roster makeup, but like talk about a little bit about their roster. I mean,
That's what
we're gonna talk about it a little later. Like they played, you know, we'll talk about it later, but they got another big game this week, a 4:00 game. What you think about squad?
I think they're well built. I mean, I think they've been well built for the last few seasons.
Ever since they've been a team.
Yeah, like what's his name again?
Q.
Like, dude, mad talented.
Yes, he is. Is
The way he ran away, dude.
light skin cat Jermaine? I don't know. That's his name.
J-Rock.
J-Rock.
Solid possession
Yeah.
receiver. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they got pieces. So like you got
Who the women they got on their team this year? I know you said T's on the team, Maddie's on the team.
Tease, Maddie, Gretchen.
They got great.
That's
They got-
nice. That's a nice.
They still got Rita.
That's a nice core.
It is.
They got a good core.
It's
That's
nice.
a nice core.
It's a good team. Red put together a nice team.
Red be having a clipboard, Malcolm.
Red
Red be having a paper. Red be having the notes right there.
Nah, that's a good team, man. They just
I mean, it was a good game. I mean, I would have liked it to be more back and forth during the game, but you know, it kind of is what it is. You know,
get back and forth scoring.
yeah. Versus being 3 scores straight.
I just never
straight
saw
the
it
other
like everybody kind of just like damn and walked away,
Yeah.
and then it just like
Nah, facts. And then it turned dark.
and then oh shit, if he can stop right here, and
Yeah.
boom, it happened, and then damn, okay, the pressure on, and it happened again.
Yeah.
Yeah, then went to overtime.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. That's actually to the person who was up. That hurts them.
Yeah, no, for sure. The overtime went quick. Like,
Oh, it was one.
yeah, it was
What
one.
was
Yeah,
that?
it was. Super.
The pick in overtime. Like
So I couldn't see the pick on
I was right there.
the Vivo.
Mhm.
yeah, like it was. I just couldn't believe he threw the ball.
Why,
You know,
why couldn't you believe it?
I mean, it was nothing there.
I mean,
You know,
No, it was behind him. It was in the back of the end zone. He thought he floated it.
he ain't floated enough.
Well, not at all. But he thought he floated it.
But
He thought he threw it lightly
mhm.
because he thought he threw it high enough and it didn't go over. I think Saquon caught it. I think he did. I think it was Saquon that picked that. And it's like, but he's athletic.
Yeah.
So he's athletic.
Oh, athletic
So,
as
like,
hell.
yeah, you can't. He tried to float it over him. He went and got it. I mean,
But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's week 1, you know. But
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. The first half, they came out the first half. I was looking. I was like, all right, squad on some shit.
Nigga, you got shit in the car.
You know what I'm saying? But it's also like one of those things where it's like, now, it was somebody on the sideline. It was somebody on the sideline. I overheard them. And they was like, all right, well, you know, Bobby gonna Bobby though.
I mean,
That's they thoughts.
And I'm like,
I'm probably like the wrong. I got a biased opinion about that.
You do.
Shit, though.
You don't have to talk about
it's
it.
unfiltered.
we
We
gonna-
can
it's unfiltered.
talk about it.
You can talk about it if you want to.
Everybody knows exactly how I feel. I don't have to talk about it.
Okay, well,
You know
all right,
what I'm saying?
cool. But overall, you know, good ending to the game. Another weird ass game. Y'all wants to talk about him so much,
I think.
so I did. So I did that.
Yeah.
Reckless and LOD. Reckless and LOD.
I didn't think this is the game you was talking about.
Let's
do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's talk about. And we'll get into an interesting segue with Reckless and LOD.
I thought we were going to TD. The TD cartel.
Nah.
Nah.
So it was 9-6, right? You sit and I'm like watching the game, and like my first thought was when I walked up, I was like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck you get 9 points? Like, me and Vino was sitting there talking about it, like
Niggas got a
the
safe.
fucking safety. Like, I don't remember the last time I seen a safety in a flag football game.
I mean, I've seen them, but it's just that one was so fucking wild.
Yeah. You know, but you look at LOD, you look at Reckless, like Reckless. Yeah. But they found out a way to you know, scratch out a win.
They still scream the same though.
They did scream the same. But that's a year
They say
game.
yeah a lot.
That's a year game. There's a lot of stops in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the lowest scoring game we've had?
that's the lowest scoring game I've seen.
No,
No.
I don't think it was lowest scoring game.
Morgan Park. What, a couple of years ago? No, like last season. Like I think it was like loaded and grimy or some shit. Wasn't that score like 8-6 or some crazy shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
In like the Final Four or something like that. But
Nah, it was two scores.
Angel's,
I know what you're talking
Angel's in the building though. She knows.
Probably like 12-6.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that low.
But the thing I want to talk about, because like I said, it was a lot of years going on in the game.
6-9.
A lot of years going on in the game. I think at the end of the game, I can't remember who scored the touchdown. I remember seeing the touchdown. I can't remember. But the Tommy, white dude,
Yeah.
he ended up scoring an extra point for the game.
Mm-hmm.
But as you go through and you start thinking about it, the importance of defense in flag. I think defense is something that.
It was 8-6.
Okay, all right. I think defense is. There you go.
Mhm.
Exactly. Malik scored. You see the trend right there, Angel. Tell his ass to get in the game. A thing I think people don't talk about as much is defensive football and how you go about manufacturing stops, right? You have and everybody's philosophy is different. You have some people who are like, I'm a bend, don't break defense, and I'm going to, manage you in the red zone. You got some people that are super aggressive, when it comes to things. So from your perspective, you've run a team, not necessarily play defense. How have you gone about structuring the defense? Do you let somebody else handle it? What's your framework in it? Like, what is your philosophy when it comes to because flag defense is different from real football, obviously. So
I've been part of the organization of it, so it's like, I definitely always try to have somebody else run it. But trying to do shit out the norm, because you step out there, 25 teams gonna run cover 3 the whole game, you know what I'm saying? So trying to give other looks than that, and just really the teaching of where to be. Like, it ain't just dropping to a flag.
Yeah.
It's teaching everybody where to be at the right time. Like, that's the structure that my team's been built on. Like, really just information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
what you see these just stuff you've seen league wide.
I kind of echo what Vito say. I think if you got 30 teams in the league, 25 to 27, I'm gonna run cover 3 again.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like at that point it doesn't matter like if you the quote unquote going back to the real quarterback conversation. At that point it don't matter if it's motherfucking real quarterback or not. Like they gonna see the same thing. It kind of is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So when you play against like the top teams in the league or against a quarterback that has like an inkling of what you're doing, you got to be able to have change up and switch ups in it. So I think the thing that makes a great defense is flag. You gotta be able to be multiple, and whether that's with your personnel or whether that's with your schematics. You gotta be able to be multiple. If you're not multiple, you're not gonna beat the top teams.
And that's
that's
similarity in all football.
It is, but you see teams like Cartel, for example. Cartel is not very multiple, but they're very, very good at what they do.
Everybody knows exactly
But
what
that's
it
the
is.
other
And they're on. So that's right. That's the
chemistry.
that's the nuance. So that's what I was going. So like, what are some like trends that you guys see on like the best defensive teams in the league? Because like we talk about offense a lot, and everybody thinks that's what, but it's like
Age is the trend.
say it again.
Age.
Okay, say more.
Yeah.
Say more.
Just like the people that, like, we had that discussion about the league getting younger and, new teams. Like, it was a topic of the new teams kind of popping on and shit. And it's like, not really.
No, like when you look at the league though, like new teams do not like unless you have somebody on your team that's going to be able to push what you're trying to do forward. New teams don't last at A2 at all.
For sure. But it was still a moment of like, oh, these teams are kind of making some noise. And then it turned into by later that season, it was the same old.
Like who? I don't want to get off topic too much, but like who?
Yeah, man.
That was a prime example.
Okay, hit me in. Okay.
Who the fuck else was like?
It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not a lot. I was thinking about that the other day. It's not a lot of teams. So you see, you look at it like
I feel like pressure like had a moment though.
Yes.
that season.
See, I feel like that's like the
It was in
main-
a bad conference
it's
though.
like but see, people overlook that all the time.
Yeah, you can't.
But even in that bad conference, pressure went like 5-3. They went like 4-4.
Nah.
They probably like 6-2.
Nah, they was it was a season where they was like
That's what I'm saying.
That was like their second season in the league, second or third season.
It was early.
When
It was early.
when it looked like, oh shit, they finna break through.
For sure, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was a moment where we were all talking about are the new teams taking over, and then like it just died. It died like all
Well,
of
not to
us.
segue from that, but I was actually talking to Zay, look, from Boom or whatever, and he actually
Will was crazy.
like from Boom, and
You guys are good.
he pulled me to the side, and he was like, "Man, this is changing of the guard." I was like, "What you talking about?" It's like, "This is changing the guard," and it was in the middle of like the squad loaded game.
Well, it's Sunday.
Like yeah, so it was Sunday. Like,
Changing of the guard.
yeah, but that was my reaction. Like it was squad loaded game. He was like, "Man, like you about to see the top 10 of the league like shake up, yada yada yada." I was like, "Who?" Right? So he obviously dropped Boom or whatever. I can't remember who else he said.
Go get them then.
But the other part of it for me was like, niggas, week 1. That's 1. And 2, it's also like, what's the changing of the guard? And that could probably be a different conversation for like another show.
No.
You can probably, but realistically, we could probably map out the top of the Elite 8 now.
Right now, that's what I'm saying. And it's not a changing of the guard.
No.
It's not a changing of the guard.
If
And like
Boom-
I said, that
if
could
Boom
be a
got
different
Let's,
conversation.
let's come
Boom
back.
got better.
Let's come back. Let's stay focused. Let's come back.
You're asking, did they?
Oh, no, I'm saying they did.
Okay, let's come back.
Okay.
Let's come back.
right.
So defense. So you said age is something that's
I
important.
think that's
Is it age or is it
wisdom.
okay? Okay.
I
Because you've had to been able to see what teams are doing, how they going about doing it, and how you want to.
You know the league. You
Yeah.
know how to play.
Yeah.
Your ladies know how to play.
That's very important.
Yeah.
It's probably the most important.
It's actually on defense at least.
It's the most because they're
Niggas
sit and you
mess
look
up
at
all
it.
the time.
yeah, and it's like if you mess up on the back end, it's a play. But like if you can't be consistent underneath,
Yep.
none of that shit really
Flag
matters.
grabbing and being at your landmark is huge.
Yeah. What are some trends that you've seen with some of the better teams? Defensively, yeah.
Camaraderie,
Okay.
experience, and chemistry. Like I'm gonna go to Cartel. I'm gonna use Cartel as an example.
Cartel is probably the best example
I'm
of
gonna
this.
use Cartel as an example. That defense has probably played over 100, 150 games together.
The same group.
The same group.
Like
Like the same
now the
group.
Rush ain't that no more, but
But
like
it's the same.
Vontae, Jess,
But the constants are the same.
Esco, Chris,
The constants are the same. Dirk,
Rob.
Rob, and
Tail.
and Tail. The
But
constants
really,
are
if
the
it's
same.
like if Tail is there, well, I'm gonna be honest. I think Chris the one to make it go.
Chris the juice.
I would
Chris the
say
one
the
to make
engine.
it.
I would say
No,
the
he's
engine.
the engine, but also I don't.
Hey yo,
But I would say
I think that
I would
I'm gonna
say
tell you
that-
something. I don't think people give Chris enough credit for. People say what they want to say. You don't see him get beat too much because he's always playing the psychological game with people. Like he's super like you ain't never gonna beat me. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna take the fucking foul.
and it helps that he was a receiver too.
Yes, but he also he understands move areas. He understands what you're trying to do on certain things. Like Chris don't get enough credit for his football. I know he talks shit a lot and say certain shit, but like Chris is a smart ass football player.
I
And
saw
strategically, them guys being on the string and them women knowing what they're doing underneath, like
I'm nigga on the string.
on a fucking string. Like if you don't watch Cartel play and you don't look like you're gonna lose, they're gonna get the stop when they need to get the stop because they're on the string.
That's what we talked about. Like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Of course, it's against this team.
Yeah.
That team is
Yeah.
bad and all that shit. But the fact that moment of them fucking around and pitching the ball and all that shit,
That's chemistry, bro.
that's what they've done for years.
Yes.
We keep working.
Yes.
And that's why it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you play.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen against Wall when they're at their highest
Yep.
point,
Yep.
and I've seen it happen against these
Ooh, that
Bulldogs.
was ugly.
That shit
I
was
remember
wild.
that game. That was crazy.
That was
That
wild.
goes-
And Drake caught all their ass and they kept pitching it at the right time.
So
They
that
kept
on your
catching-
third sentiment. I remember it was one season and it was at Ellis.
Mhm.
We was playing at Ellis, which I still think was probably like the best atmosphere. That's
I like that. I like that.
I like Taylor.
But one season he was on 420.
Who?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Outside.
Yes, I can't remember.
Remember indoor
what game
he
it
was.
was. No, it was outdoor. I can't remember what.
Nah, bro. Nah, hell.
Bro, trust
That
me.
was a tournament. That was a
Like
tournament.
it was, but
That was a
I
tournament.
know.
That
I
was a
remember
tournament.
he pulled up late, and all of a sudden,
He was playing against 420.
Yeah, he was playing against.
I know exactly what game you talking about.
It was for Cartel. Yeah. So yeah, it was hard.
It was a
Correct.
few of them that had that first half.
But you know what I'm talking about. Gee, the man showed up.
It was like 10.
He showed up late, and suddenly when he got in there, that shit went up.
That's the moment. So when you started talking about this, that's the moment that popped in my head.
Okay.
Folks started screaming and shit,
Yeah.
I
and
don't
they
know why I
started
said he
playing
was
back.
on
Yeah.
420, but that's
You
what they
knew
were
I
playing.
was
Like, I
But he
know,
played on 420 indoor.
But he
before.
played on 420.
Him, Rob, and
That's
West
why he
College.
was-
That's where he was coaching.
That's where I got
420.
from. Yeah.
No, that moment was nuts though.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
He started screaming.
Bro,
What the
as soon
fuck
as
are
he
we
got
doing?
in,
He
he changed
screamed
it.
at Nick. He was screaming at motherfuckers, and they, bro, everybody just teased.
Yeah.
And they beat the shit out
Started
of
beating the fuck out.
They fucking beat their ass.
Speaking of, you know what? That's not even on our
Sorry,
topic.
on our topic. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're going to get back to defense.
They
Go
better
ahead.
not keep getting punched on.
But this kind of going on with defense. They got shut out.
They did. By another team who I don't think gets enough credit,
Infantry.
Infantry.
That's another team.
That's
that got
another. Well,
camaraderie.
when you sit, so now that's a good segue.
Right.
When you sit and you talk about defenses and age, VT. Look, hey, if y'all want to see some shit, whatever time infantry play,
Just watch,
go out there 2 hours for the game and watch VT.
watch VT.
VT a fucking 65 Camaro. He got to rev that motherfucker up. He warm up for 2 hours. But when he out there,
He's another
VT
smart-
goes
he's another
out there
smart
and
player.
make fucking play. Like
He's very
he's
smart.
44 years old and he
Very
out there and he making
He
plays.
44 for real?
Yeah,
Yes, bro.
he's very smart.
Ain't no 44-year-old DBs playing.
But he been playing.
He been
for a while.
Yes.
And he's still
You feel
decent.
that whole
He
defense.
decent. He,
No,
I'm gonna
he's
tell
decent.
you who else decent though. I'm gonna tell you who else decent. JB is decent. They're playing on their defense. Y'all probably know that. Ball head.
Yeah.
He's nice.
He is.
And he like 44.
Yeah.
He like, bro, they be out
And
there.
They play, bro.
and quick.
Yes.
They
So
play.
it's like you get two vets that right hand know what the left hand doing,
Right.
and then I get a dude where it's like, hey, yo, we gonna do this.
Go make plays.
Go make plays.
Yeah.
It changed everything for them. And then the women on their team
Yep.
are
That's
just
true.
yes, but they
But they
solid.
And they
They
also
solid.
add they be adding enough youth too to like to keep it moving.
Yes.
But they women solid too.
Yes, but when you sit and you look at those teams, it's like they've been playing, like they got years in the game. So
Yeah.
it's like you can sit there and look at a motherfucker like, yo, she nice. Woo, woo, woo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the vet over taking a new motherfucker as it comes to down defense
Yes.
until you start getting into the shit because you know, all right, cool. The little fucking bump off your route in the slot, it matters. Inside leverage matters. Outside leverage matters. Lining up like this when it's yellow matters. Like all of this little
But
stuff
that's
matters.
also the
but-
shit they girls do.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But that's experience. You can only gain that through experience.
And that's what
Right.
matters most, man.
Yes.
That's what matters most.
You know, so like opportunistic defenses, for me, opportunistic defenses are different than solid defenses. So you can sit and you can look at somebody and you can go, like, motherfuckers like Cartel don't get a lot of turnovers. Cartel gets the stops that they need when they need them all the time. Right now, I ain't gonna lie, Cartel, that shit y'all did that day, that shit was raw as hell. Like that shit was tough.
That shit raw.
I ain't wanna like it, but that shit was
for real.
But it goes back to like Bookie's on the field, right? Tail was on the field.
Yeah.
Bookie been playing with Cartel.
Core member.
You know, core members. Like
Core members.
that stuff is important when you look. Like even your flagrant defenses, right? That was the one. Like
Another example too, though.
yes, but it was the one.
Same
But I'm gonna
guy.
tell you the issue was Cam didn't come all the time.
Cam really ain't been there.
I feel
He
like
ain't
Cam,
been there.
I feel like Cam was y'all connector.
He is the connector. He was the connector.
I was yes. I would
Was-
say yes, 100%. And I think TB did a really
Yeah,
good
TB
job.
did a great job.
TB did a really good job.
Like, and D-Son can attest to this. I talk about TB a lot. Like we do our practice and shit. Sound. But more so than being sound, bro, he is the ultimate. I'm going to do whatever the fuck the team needs to do.
100%.
He played on Cartel, bro. The shit be so like he runs the fucking post. He run that bitch 60 yards down the field every play
You don't know
and
no-
jog his ass back to the huddle. He'll run that shit every
real
single
football,
time.
don't say
He's a
shit.
real foot and don't say nothing.
To say shit.
Like that's the other part when you sit and you talk about defenses is something that makes you like you have to be egoless on that defense. and you have to do your job. Defense is one of those things that, like, it's a football adage, obviously, where you can have offensively, you can have 6 people do their job wrong. One person make a play, you a great offense. Defensively, 6 people do their job right, one person fuck up and you suck, right? So you need that connector out there every time you're doing something. So even with Flagrant, like when I would watch Cartel, I would be like, no, I'm gonna go watch the Flagrant game. I'm gonna see what they did. But y'all always would play, and y'all didn't play a lot of man-to-man. It was always like
early on, the last couple of years.
well, I'm saying it was like it was play the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, what Nick like to do, how he like to do it. But he also has somebody on the other end with TB where I know him, right? I know him. I know he like to do all that shit. Like, and there was some games like the Flagrant Cartel games are always one score overtime games. Like, wasn't nothing better than the fucking game y'all played them 2022, spring 2022 in the Final Four. That was one of the best games I ever seen. It was like 4 overtimes.
I remember that game.
No.
No,
That
that
was
was-
Cartel.
That was
about
that was Flagrant and Force when y'all went like 6
It was 6
overtimes
overtimes.
overtime.
But y'all didn't go overtime against Cartel?
And then they had to play.
Oh, it was a play when Chris jumped the shit. That wasn't regulation.
Pierre
called it. That wasn't regulation.
That was regulation.
Oh, all right.
That game though.
But it's always like that though.
Yeah.
That game, what you talking about? I would have picked y'all to make it, but I knew y'all was dead after that game because y'all had to play right after that.
We would 100% made it.
Like y'all
We would've
played 6
100%
overtimes. There wasn't no way. Like it
It's
wasn't
gonna
no
piss
way.
me off though. So like,
Now correct me if I'm wrong though. You was talking about the Flagrant teams on the defensively, right? And we was talking about how they don't play a lot of men because the earlier teams though, when y'all first came in the league, right? They was like the only team outside of like
What's
the
early?
town.
Like what's early?
The earlier teams.
I'm talking year-wise. I'm talking
When
year-wise.
did you guys come in?
16.
16.
Okay, so I wasn't.
So those earlier Flagrant teams, bro, was like one of the first teams, if not the first team outside of the town that was literally damn near primarily basing out of man, like fucking beat
We was
us.
young as hell. We was like, fuck y'all.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they did that for a long time. I remember I was on the legacy team. It was me, Zay, BP.
That was our first ass.
Mm-hmm.
Bama, D Baby, or whatever. Playoffs that year.
Fuck y'all managed that.
Playoff JT. Playoffs that year.
How the fuck y'all managed that? I just named 6 receivers.
Yeah, like playoffs that year.
Yeah, that's my.
Did we score?
Oh, you talking about that was the year to play?
That was the Ellis Park.
That was 18.
That was at Ellis Park.
That was to go to the championship. Oh, wait,
Nah.
That was at Ellis though.
see the legacy game I'm thinking about was at Hales.
But regardless, bro, they smoked us first round. Like Ellis Park or whatever. Literally played man maybe 90% of the game.
I mean, that was Ty B Lexi.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
10 years ago.
you know what I'm
8 years
saying?
ago.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Young lady, that's a
Laurenti
little
wasn't.
different.
She wasn't thinking about coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She wasn't thinking about. She wasn't breathing hard coming out. She's out there the entire every rep,
Yeah.
running neck and neck with whoever.
That's some good teams, bro.
Yeah. Who else are some outside the ones talk about some defenses that come to mind that, you know, y'all like that y'all have seen? It could be Sunday, it could be, you know.
Overtime,
Yeah.
shit.
Man, defense has been
Oh, the
good.
league defense was good.
Who?
Those old elite defenses.
Them motherfuckers, they were legendary.
Yeah.
The league defense.
Old
They
elite.
legendary.
Some old elite.
Talking currently though. Currently. Within the past last season, like starting this
Like this
season.
for real good?
Honestly, it ain't been a lot to me.
Because it was like, what's the name?
Hitman defense been good. Hitman defense been good. It was, but
I thought
their
regular
thing
defense was better
wasn't.
than Indians.
Not better.
No, not
Not
better.
actually better.
Not better.
They had moments.
When you say actually better, what do you mean by actually better though?
Who you beat?
Okay.
They got popular off of two. They got.
Well, no, but Hitmen are they're the opposite of what we're talking about. They were opportunistic defense where you look at their defense and you like, all right, cool, like that shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't matter. As you sit through, you go through, it's like they gon' whatever. Like they women may not be the women you look at, but them motherfuckers was getting turnovers. So
DC was getting turned.
he's getting turnovers. He's a turnover machine. The other corners was making plays.
No,
like,
they were all getting money.
and also this like
They just jump off. DC got the MVP.
Yes,
That bitch.
yes.
He was going crazy.
The other thing I think people don't understand is like the rusher relationship to the coverage, right?
I mean,
So-
that's definitely underrated.
That is the biggest part of playing a great defense because
That's the best. That's the most meaningful piece in flag football.
yes,
And a lot of teams throw that shit away.
yes,
You
yes.
A lot of
okay.
teams throw the rusher.
I can't say that. I can't say. I think quarterback is the most meaningful piece. I think rusher is the second most meaningful piece. Like playing fives really show you that shit because you actually in five you fuck around can have a lesser quarterback if you got a dope ass rusher because like the way you can create turnovers in five it's a little different than seven.
Mhm.
You held back with that count and
Yeah.
how big the field is and shit like that.
It's
In
fine.
five you can strap them or a cold rusher will change the whole game.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so, yeah, that rusher, but even still, the rush create football. Like
Yes.
if the quarterback can't pass because he running worried about that motherfucker, it's over with.
Yeah, but I don't think it's more so like worry than it is timing, right? So it's like in real football, but we talking about flag, your defense and how the rushes has to mesh with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I'm a rusher and I'm speeding up. So if I'm trying to speed the quarterback up and I'm like, boom, I'm gonna go get on his ass, right? I have now a little more time on the back end to kind of, I have to plaster a little quicker,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
If we're taking things away, rusher kind of sits back and does what he does. Now I have to cover for a longer time. You understand what I'm saying? So I will say, like, when you think about the Hitman's defense, Hitman's rusher and Smiley, I don't know if he's still there. I don't know what team he plays on now. I think he played on a different team. He did a good job of like, man, like he can go after somebody, he get on their ass quick, but he's just trying to make the quarterback get the ball out of his hand because I know I have a hawk back there
Mhm.
that can go walk that down.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
I definitely teach the house like it's not necessarily about the sack.
yeah,
It's not about the sack. It's that it's speeding him up
Yep.
and to make that bad decision.
Yeah.
100%.
So then like you look at other defenses and I'm like, you look at like a band defense, right? Where Brandon gets a lot of credit for, you know, the band's defense and like the uptick in, you know, whatever it is they're doing. So they're a different type of defense where, okay, cool. We're going to rush this woman no matter what. We don't give a fuck who we play against. And it's like, we'll bank on you to have this quarterback run. So you kind of playing the psychology game in that situation, right? But they're using him as the ultimate Swiss Army knife where it's a bend, don't break, right? But it's I'm going to count on you in these situations to be able to say, all right, cool. In these critical situations, you're going to do this because you got to play against the psychology of the quarterback in that situation. They really, really play on that. Like, I don't necessarily say I'd be comfortable enough to just be like, damn, we're going to let this quarterback get 10. We're let this quarterback get 5. Like, but they do it, but they strategically do it in the way they go about it because they funnel everything back to that guy that can clean it up. And it's like, all right, cool. Now you're going to have to score this ball, right? So there's a difference.
They got a very special nuance to that.
They do. They
Like,
do.
Ain't nobody
They do.
that damn big in the middle of the field.
No.
Like,
And he
that's
covers ground.
Yeah, that's
covers
a
a lot
real
of
big
ground.
problem. That takes away a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Right
he covers a lot of ground. And he also he's strategically on how he likes to roll the defense and do things like that, just depending on what they see. But there's a lot of different ways in the league to be able to play the defense. So to answer your question, Ron, honestly, I've been working on the concepts that we do since I was on Up Top. So I started on Up Top in summer of 2016. And the first thing that I noticed was I'm like, this ain't 707. It was the first thing that I noticed. So I'm like, okay, cool. We got to have some answers to some of the stuff that's going on because I just don't believe in, what we're doing. So like when I played on Up Top, the second year that I played with them, which was the first season of A2, I was creating the defenses that we run now. And I ain't gonna lie, I got some pushback, from the teams. Like, man, we doing this, we doing that, we doing woo, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, I'm trying to cultivate what this shit is gonna look like. So I created the rules and I created some of the stuff. Like we got some film from years back, but it just was like layers on top of layers that we added on to what we're doing. So it's like a lot of times I can sit and I can talk through like, hey, y'all did this, y'all do this, y'all do this, like how you remember it. I've had damn near shit, it's 2000. Shit, it's about to be 10 years. Like, I've damn near had 10 years to kind of piece defensively what we're going to do together and, like, simplify it to a thing. So the other thing I did was, like, you have to pick a stance from a defensive standpoint on, like, how you're going to run your defense. Everybody's going to run their defense differently. I run my defense the way I run my defense because I'm banking on certain things. I'm playing differently based on the quarterback I'm going to play. I'm playing differently based on the receivers I'm going to play. But the concepts all have to mesh into what it is that you're doing. So whenever you're trying to come up with your defensive philosophy, it's not so much remembering. You got to have identity, right? So, like, people have offensive identities. You have to establish a defensive identity. And it's going to look unique to everything you do because your team can change year to year. You can have a team that can play a lot of man. Like, so one year we had a defense where Kim and Grady was on our defense. Kim and Megan being on the same, and, like, Kim allowed Megan not to be on the field. But, like, when Kim and Megan was on the field from a defensive standpoint, it changed every fucking thing. Like, you have two erasers that the quarterback psychologically, like, I'm not going to throw at them people.
Woman erasers.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, yellow plays are non-existent.
Should think that.
Well, you should, but I'm, bro, like, we had these debates about Kim and Megan, bro, like when they played the Fives game and they was going at it.
100%.
Them two motherfuckers on the same team.
Oh, I remember.
Like, that shit was wild. Like, it was very, very wild to me. You know, and I will say I made some bad decisions when we lost that season by not playing them enough together. They should have been playing more together, but we was able to play a lot of man-to-man because we had some erasers in the situation. Grady was a quarterback, well, still a quarterback, but he was not playing quarterback at the time. So Grady was able to kind of quarterback some shit on the back end. I could articulate some things to him and, you know, just kind of go from there. So I just think, like, when it comes to concepts like establishing a defensive identity, looking at your personnel, what can we do well? Like, I think a lot of times defenses, they sit and they try to do all of these things that you cannot do and you try to copy what it is. Like, you got to be good at what you're going to do. And you got to rep what you're going to do. And everybody got to be on the string. Like I said, 6 people can do the job right. 1 people can fuck it up and you bad at the defense. So I gave you a roundabout answer. So, you know, that's the, you know, philosophy that I get. But, yeah, I think I see the defense is, like, on an uptick in the league, though. I've seen, like, a lot of concepts. I've seen different concepts. Like, it's kind of forced me to be creative in how I call my offense. I have answers within my offense for certain defenses because you'll see some cover 2. You'll see some cover 4. You see these kind of hybrid type defenses, and you got to have built-in answers for what it is that you're going to do and, you know, kind of how you go about it. So, and your concept. So, shout out to the league, like, you know, for evolving. Like, people are putting in time. People putting in all these things. Like, that shit is, you know, super dope to me.
It's not a lot of talking going on in the chat, but it's a lot of people here. So, like, y'all locked in. Like, that's dope.
Yeah. You know,
they locked
but, like, I want to interact. Like, we got our topics, but, like, you know, obviously y'all know the whole thing about the show is, like, we want to talk. Like, this is a platform to push conversation about, you know, certain things. Yeah, so I was gonna go, like, trash talk, like, / rivalries, and we can kind of do what we're gonna do, but, like, it was an interesting concept of, like, changing of the guard, right? So there's this, and I think some of that changing of the guard is, like, kind of based in rivalries, you know? So when I hear, and y'all can tell me what y'all hear. So, like, when y'all hear changing of the guard, what does changing of the guard mean to y'all when people say certain things?
When I hear it, I think you saying that it's new teams ascending.
Okay.
And the older teams, for lack of a better word, are
Falling back.
Are falling back or regressing.
Okay.
It's teams or quarterbacks.
Teams.
Nah, it's got to be teams.
So I know, like, it was like, it's kind of started like when Wu came in the league.
It's been talking,
Like, that's when it kind of
fair.
started. Wu came in.
Fair.
There's other younger quarterbacks that came
Shit.
in.
But
Not even just young quarterbacks, new quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So Blake,
Going up, like,
Right.
Going up, like, quarterback full time.
Ron is playing quarterback now.
Yeah.
Ken is playing quarterback now. Denzel's playing quarterback now.
But I don't think that's the subject. I don't think that's what people talk about.
Yeah, I think
No,
they're
no,
talking
but-
about teams.
I think they
No,
talk about teams.
They're talking about teams, but these new quarterbacks are manning
They the spearhead.
these teams. So, like,
Who is his name?
Ken Mob
Ken.
Ties.
But I think I don't know.
Playoff
I think that's
team.
all the way.
But it's a playoff team. So you got to understand when you talk about changing the guard, the whole mindset is it's like I'm a 8, 6, 7 seed, and we're ascending. So they're a 2-year team. So their thing is like we went so and so this season. We made it to the first round. Whatever. That's what changing of the guard means.
Yeah,
So I know you laugh because you're like, nah. Well, the Elite Eight is still gonna end up being that, but the change of the guard is good for the league.
That wasn't why I laughed.
Okay.
I ain't expect you to be
Yeah,
the
ain't
nice,
one,
considering Mob Ties up. I ain't expect you.
I mean, no. I
Also, now I feel it's a bias because that's your man's, but it's okay.
it's not a bias for me. It's like I look at the record. Mob Ties is they're a playoff team. They made the playoffs. They make the playoffs 2 years in a row.
100%.
Right. You can even bring up Loaded. Loaded was a new team.
They not
It wasn't
fucking.
new people, but it was a newer team.
Well, Clay.
They not high speed. Mob Ties not high speed.
Clay was coming
You
in.
know, Shane high speed, but like they not high
That
speed.
was definitely some shit that
And then
happened.
Clay came in
Yeah.
as a new quarterback to the league. He's not new period for flag, but he was new to the league.
When
So-
that black
who the
ice,
fuck
he was
play?
fucking new.
Who the fuck? RP? Who do you play for?
I don't know who fucking play.
He put some Black
Hopefully he
Beatles?
play Black Beatles, bro. I ain't.
No, what's about?
No,
And if you gonna spell Denzel name, spell it right, nigga.
if you do play him, he won that Sunday.
He was there
He was
Sunday.
just a-
Oh, he ain't play.
He was there Sunday.
he was just-
Yeah. So like,
He
change.
ain't playing
Wait, who? Wait, what?
So even Q, like
Back
Q
then.
was a new
Oh
quarterback.
no, squad.
Squad. Q was a new quarterback. Clay was a new quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, like to answer the question, I think they
Chuck
been quarterbacking
for who?
He been
was
Chuck been
reckless.
quarterbacking for
Reckless.
Okay, all right.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Chuck been quarterbacking.
Okay.
But it's also like
That's what I'm saying. And I think specifically like that. I think that's just a person biased to talk about their team.
like
Yeah, but it has to. But it has to be
there's
some.
there's no proof of a changing of a guard.
Yeah, like I don't know. Right now, I can't. Like for him to
No,
say that
like-
Sunday, I can't think of anything that made him say that besides his team doing good.
Yeah, there's no proof of a changing of a guard. Zero.
But yeah, like none.
Okay, so
Ain't no new team won it. So,
Unless he just want to talk about people being like he think that people look bad.
Well, I'm
maybe.
not going to use that as an example because only one team can win it, and it's only been a handful of teams to ever win it.
Oh yeah, 5,
that's my point.
6 now.
It says 6 now,
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy.
That's the point. Like changing guard.
but when you talk about change, but you can't. But when you talk about okay, so you got to take the barometer can't be championships.
Exactly. That's what.
Right. The barometer can't be
Even
championships.
just going to Elite Eight, it's
Well, being-
consistently pretty much the same core.
That's fine, but
Get one.
that ain't. But like we like.
here and there.
I feel like when we sit and we talk about the league, like it's gonna get old as hell when you sitting and we talking about the top 8 teams.
Yeah.
Because you know what the top 8 teams are, right? When we sitting and we talk about the league and building the league and wanting to do what we gonna do, it's like I like the changing of the guard talk because it's like, nah, teams are getting more competitive, or you should be working to get more competitive. So I guess that's my thing. It's like, all right, changing the guard, do I agree with that? No, I don't agree with that. But are you getting better? Sure. Are you ascending? Sure. Like we played Boom maybe 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago, whatever it was, and it was a 9 a.m. game, and I think it was like a 2-score game. It's like, man, it's like, all right, bro, like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, but when y'all sit there and y'all look at like teams that are, you know, on the rise or like ascending, like even based on week 1, like what y'all like what y'all see.
I feel like it don't happen because teams break up too quick. Prime
That's
example,
real.
Hitman went Elite 8, Final 4, Elite 8, and then broke up. And now they look like a whole damn team gone.
Now, I want to talk about that without going. I'm
No, you can't.
I'm gonna hold it.
Don't hold it.
I'm gonna hold it.
What?
I think a prime example of that if and it was only week 1, but we're gonna see might be playmakers because like
They stayed
because they've stayed together.
They stayed consistent. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like because they've stayed together.
We see.
That's another
I
team.
actually
But
would
that's-
really like that.
But they stayed together. But they stayed. That core stayed together.
Yes, and that's another team who, if the reverse of cartel, I'm not saying they cartel.
Yeah.
The reverse of cartel, that core has probably played 100 fucking games together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they probably played that many flag football games together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had a great week 1. So the piggy pat on what he was saying about teams breaking up too close. A lot of teams they just stop before they start seeing the fruits of their labor. You know what I'm saying? They go see you know, we know how it go.
That grass.
Upper echelon team see a talent on a lower less team and be like, hey, bro, come play with us. You'll help us get over the top. And they need a team, and then that team is still where they are.
Yeah.
Right? It's very few teams. I even give props to not Demon Time, but Terror Squad. Like, you know, I'm not saying but they've done a great job of like keeping the people that they have.
Well, they can't work hard.
You know what I'm saying?
God,
But like, transfer portal, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep your people out the transfer portal, man. You got to keep your people. You got to keep your people out the transfer portal.
No, because that's wild.
Like, you got to keep your people out the transfer.
7 a.m. practice. It's fucking nuts, bro.
But we was talking about.
Terror Squad, can I come throw the ball? I'll be up there doing it. Can I come throw the ball?
A 7 a.m.
Can I come throw the ball at 7 a.m. practice?
Hold on. The league is that all this is trending up like niggas is trying hard. It's all to your point. A few years ago, niggas was like, man, fucking Stoney got 2 practices a week.
Wait,
niggas like, nigga,
not just that.
out of here.
Not just that though. Stoney practice 2 times a week. They watch film.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. Oh, look, I'll be honest. We wasn't even doing all that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ain't no this,
niggas don't even show up.
Ain't no this. It's all up.
At minimum, the field was purchased.
Oh, purchase for sure. My spotter, the spotter security. You can't be out there.
Right.
You can't be out there. No,
it could happen.
Facts.
That's all niggas knew. They didn't even know about the film sessions and shit like that.
Right.
But like they knew that, and
Right.
motherfuckers were. These niggas is practicing at 7 a.m.
I love it, but I love it though.
I think we pushed the game forward.
I agree.
I
agree.
I believe so. Hey, chill with the weed.
You heard him.
I bet not ever see you in turquoise or orange. Don't wear nothing turquoise. Don't wear shit turquoise.
Hey, our hands say look tough on spin. I ain't gonna lie.
But I would think we pushed the game forward.
No, I agree. Because, like, you sit there and it's like, Cartel the only team I didn't see where it's like,
No.
Y'all made niggas start taking back more a little bit.
Go ahead.
no, I'm like, Cartel, like, but it go back to the age, right? We've been playing together and then you got to, like, I don't even, like, Nick be having them people, but Nick have people that's going to be in. I'm going to tell you what I think makes it easy for Nick. Easier. He got motherfuckers where it's like, you got a nigga like Crump where it's like, all right, come press me and play me if you want to. I'm going to go win one-on-one.
Everybody
Point blank,
there
period.
is a
But
football.
again, that's
Everybody
an
knows
Yes, football.
It's an
Yes.
anomaly.
Yeah, it's an anomaly. So, like,
They work out by themselves separately in general, just staying straight. It ain't like they-
no, I'm not.
They don't. They know what they doing.
Some of them
Niggas
do,
know
but
what they doing.
they don't. But they don't like.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm sitting there. I'm like, the offense is going to be completely like. I'm going to listen to everything Nick's saying. I'm not going to deter from what the fuck he say, which is real. That is the key to whatever the hell it is that you're doing. Defensively, they're going to do what they're doing. But everybody else, like, if you don't practice, like, you're going to go out there like Cartel played that team. Like, y'all said they walked on the field with 9 motherfuckers. Like, the women don't know what they're doing. Like, they threw the ball to a man on red. Like, what are we talking about here?
I don't know where those people came from though. So that's also an anomaly. Like you don't see it.
I mean, no, they're like.
I think they're worse than the OG.
No, but it goes back to what you said though about people like, oh, I know football. Like, bro, you just can't come out here and play flag and think you're gonna be good, but motherfuckers be thinking, you know what I'm saying? That's what that shit is, and it's.
Can we? That was a topic. I want to make sure we there.
What?
The track, unless you segue.
Oh no, it was the change of the guard, the rivalries, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Ain't no change of the guard.
No, but I do think that when you sit and you talk about, changing the guard, like that now then creates these like rivalries, right? Or this little shit talking, banter that goes. So it's like we play boom. Like I wouldn't call it no rivalry, like because I feel like
you can only have one rivalry anyway.
Well, it goes back to something that Ty Slaughter said when they played Kenwood. You can only have a rivalry when. We can't have a rivalry if you never beat me. You know what I'm saying? Got to be back and forth. But it's one of those things where I think that when you sit and you play teams, it's like, oh, man, we could have. And it's like, oh, we're going to kick your ass, right? But it always goes back to like, and I love having a conversation of like, man, what you see during the game? Like what did you see like that we did or we whatever. Like, I think that's an important thing to like distinguish and establish. And when you look at it, like, I mean, you got some rivalries, like, I would say call y'all cartel a rivalry.
Yes.
Like, now you may not call it a rivalry in that way, but I look at the game, it's like every time you play that game, it's one of them things, right?
Yeah.
Reckless and 420 was one of them games where it's like, but they played each other for 3 years in a row.
Michigan of A2 is Stony and Loaded.
Is it?
Absolutely.
You say that all the time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why? Why you say that?
The origins, the people.
Okay.
And y'all.
The story behind it, no, that's real.
Plays, and
No, that's real.
it also
That's
just
real.
happens.
That's real.
Like, y'all got like that's a.
It was one season where we was playing each other like
I mean,
twice a year.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
honestly, Loaded is the only team outside of Cartel that's beaten us multiple times.
You ain't correct there, but all right.
I mean, since I've been there,
Oh,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Loaded beat us twice.
they just
Have we ever played each other?
Did they?
Yeah. I'm in both games. Like,
Playoffs?
my Loaded ain't never beat us in the playoffs.
I'm sorry, not playoffs.
They beat us twice.
when did you get there?
21.
21?
Summer 21. Summer 21.
Summer
Okay.
21.
They beat us summer 21.
They beat us summer 21.
We went back and forth for a little while. It was like 2-2.
Yeah. You
For a
know,
little while.
they beat us multiple
It
times.
was a real back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And we was playing them
It was
every
lit.
year.
It was
And we was
playing them
playing them every year.
And it's
Yeah.
Cartel doesn't have a real like. I feel like if Cartel played Legacy every year, you know what I'm saying? So like, and they didn't went back and forth. That would be something like older teams, like
Well, they didn't play nobody.
that's
Who
y'all
you
fault.
play?
That's y'all fault.
I think his was probably elite.
How we played y'all?
Who?
I think for a while, I think early on he probably could
Early
The
on.
last time,
Cartel.
we played Legacy. We played Legacy in 22. We
Yeah,
played
I
Legacy. We played Legacy in 22 twice.
Since I've been there, I ain't played it. I've been
Spring of 22.
You think we
played
played
Legacy
you more?
twice.
Then sorry.
We
Nah.
played
there. That ain't our fault though. We
since I've been on Stony. We played Loaded 4 times.
But what's some other? What's some?
12-20 is kind
I
of.
think we played.
And
it
they
4
won
times.
2.
I think we played Loaded 4 times.
Is T1T and Cartel a rivalry?
I think it's
I don't think
420.
I don't think so.
They play 420 a lot.
Who?
T1T do play 4 times.
T1T. I would say T1T and 420 is more of a rivalry.
But what's the numbers on that, though?
Regular season playoffs.
Well, what's the numbers on that?
Cartel. I'm sorry. Shit, 420 put them niggas out the playoffs one season.
And then T1T put them out of those like another season. Like,
Did they really?
T1T,
Yeah.
like, I think T1T beat them so 420.
420 put them niggas out in the first round.
Like it's been a lot of.
420 and Reckless got a rivalry.
420 and Reckless is a rivalry.
Y'all played? Flavor played
420 and Reckless is a
Loaded
rivalry.
6 times.
That's what I'm saying. I guess.
They said they play y'all 6 times.
I didn't know it was 6. I didn't know it was 6.
That's a lot. That's a lot. What's the record on that?
That is a lot.
It's been back and forth.
The Ergo Economics, they said elite. I don't know who that is, but but I know we talking about Cartel. I'm pretty sure Cartel and Elite was a rivalry.
Definitely, man. They was rocking the championships. Like that came down to ships
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm pretty sure Cartel and Elite.
But like, I feel like, so why 420 has so many rivalries? I don't know. That's a good question. I think 420 was an easy target.
They was
420 was an easy
Well,
target.
420 has probably played.
I know.
420 has probably played a lot of teams multiple times
though.
more than anybody though.
Yeah.
They played the band a lot.
They talk a lot of
They
shit.
played.
But you know,
Movement a
so
lot.
I'm gonna tell you this. This
They
was
played-
so 420. I'm gonna tell you what 420 was though. 420 has played a lot of
Shout out
teams,
Devontae.
but 420 was a team where, when you talk about the changing of the guard, was like
They was the
they
closest
were
one.
like kind of
Wasn't the closest one.
They
but they were equipped to upset the balance and never could win when it mattered. They was always in a position to, I can upset the balance in this situation, and it never happened for whatever reason.
I agree.
We were there.
Like, it's like 420 don't take a step. It was always like 420, they next.
I would say-
Shit, the year
I would say-
they lost the
I
Cartel
would say
and
Clay,
Hales.
I would say Clay's Loaded was more than that.
Huh?
Clay was up. He played all that shit up. He went up north, but like out here, he hadn't won. Like he took Loaded to a ship.
Yeah, but Loaded
It's
was
the argument
already,
that
but Loaded was
Loaded was
already
better.
trending though.
It's the argument that Loaded was better than that 420 team.
Yeah,
Which 420 team?
any
Wait, say it again?
Loaded would be Clay's Loaded
Mhm.
would be more than the equipped, and they just more than the 420 team.
I really like that 420 team.
From a talent perspective, bro, it was on
when
par,
they had
bro.
Bishop in them.
It was on par.
defense
It
and
was
shit.
on par.
And they didn't make the turf.
When
They
did they
did.
make the turf?
They lost to
Lost to
Cartel in the Elite Eight. Remember Juice that they ran the option for the game?
My bad.
It was fine.
You remember what
I
I'm talking
remember
about, right?
exactly
You remember what I'm talking
I
about,
remember
right?
exactly what you're talking about.
Like,
Zay
I
had,
like that team a lot.
yeah, Zay had the fluid.
Yeah, yeah, the flu. I like that team a lot.
Yeah, but I'm like, but you know, when it comes to,
I mean,
but when you sit and you look at it, it's like it's some teams that make it through, and then there's other teams.
I'm not saying y'all didn't do way more than 14.
Yeah, I don't think it's not.
I'm not
It's
saying
not a
y'all
compare,
didn't
but
do
it's
way
like when
more.
you sit. So I think when I think about that, like, so now we're talking like 420 low. It's like it's teams that maybe haven't, like, you've been to a championship, you may have not won the championship, whatever it is, but it was like, I'm gonna come upset this balance. It was for a while where it was like Loaded about to push through this motherfucker and win this motherfucker.
Like, 420.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Loaded played who won the championship a couple years ago.
a lot. They were
Who did Loaded play in the championship a couple years ago?
They played Cartel.
Yeah. That was Cartel's last championship.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
year.
Bro, I don't.
They played them twice that year. Remember that in the regular season, they was beating Cartel by like 30.
What was 420 record that year they went to the league?
About 30.
They was like 7-1.
Bruh.
They was like 7-1. They gave the least points in the league at that time. And they was in a pretty good division. 420 was really on some shit.
They didn't reach
Like, they work.
a lot, bro.
Like, they work.
They don't retool that shit. Is it?
They be complete
Nah,
flip
now
that
you
shit,
don't.
bro.
They lost 20-0 this weekend.
No, I'm
Angel
saying-
said 420 started
I'm saying-
Angel game. Now y'all don't have to show IDs for rosters.
I'm saying
Y'all
like
know.
over years. Like, they didn't have this court, flip that court, flip back to this court, flip that.
No, that shit over with now.
Like, they did a whole
That shit over with now.
Yeah.
But
I
at one
legitimately
time,
don't-
they was
I don't
great.
remember one time their defense was any good. Honestly.
That year, they were very good.
But they were opportunistic. It wasn't necessarily like
32 people in there. Shout out.
shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Yeah. Grimy. Do Grimy have a rivalry?
Dynasty back in the day.
I ain't talking about that. I wasn't even born.
That's great.
You were born. Nigga trying to say I'm old.
I'm just playing, y'all.
Grimy done took so many. They done took so many. So many years off.
I can't think of a direct team that
They
they
been
like.
around so long.
Ain't no real rivalries right now, though.
Yeah.
Not no real ones.
Yes, it
like,
is.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
I just
420 reckless.
if they play, that's like you shouldn't watch.
You think
If Joey admitted the schedule this week and said, "Hey, yo, Stoney playing loaded at 4 p.m. Sunday," that bitch rocking.
For sure. Both teams is
team was rocking, no.
That's not our rival to me.
It's not, but I'm saying, like,
Hey,
when you get two good teams, when you get
420 Sunday gonna be right.
T1T do play 420 on Sunday.
They niggas that played a lot, bro.
That's a rivalry.
They played a lot.
That's a rivalry.
Is it?
Like, that's a rivalry.
I can't remember.
That's
like,
a game.
okay,
That's a game.
when
I'm
you
sit
talk
back and
about,
be like, yo,
when
this
you
bitch
talk
was
about,
us.
like, when you talk about rivalry, when you talk about
The
rivalry,
game's always close.
yeah, but we talk like rivalries have moments to me. Like rivalries have moments.
loaded.
They just always
Like Lord and Stoney probably got some moments.
Definitely has moments.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we played them in 21, Darius caught the ball. I don't think he caught the ball, but whatever they called it.
that's
That was a
one of-
moment.
Y'all shit started with the whole Angel Gate. Like that shit started. Like y'all.
Yeah, that nigga dropped the ball.
He did drop it.
Y'all got
Whatever.
Megan's game winner moments.
That's a rivalry.
It's a lot of
That's a
moments in
rivalry.
there.
So that's a rivalry. Okay.
It's a lot of moments.
Like
in there.
damn.
Okay.
The lane pick 6 at Morgan Park. It's a moment.
Nah, loaded.
I mean-
I think loaded and Sony is the.
And because of the origins, it make
Yes.
it sexy.
Yes.
I think the 420 and
Especially now.
I think the 420 and
Especially now.
Stony versus the
Y'all need to
band.
play now.
But T1, that ain't no
It's not no.
fucking band.
Come on,
That ain't no
Wait,
fucking.
what?
But
the band.
I'm trying not to do that. But
they play a lot.
but shit,
bro.
T1.
I wonder what the record is.
Them niggas play a
I
lot.
wonder what the record is.
I feel like it's close.
Joey
I
needs
don't.
Joey needs some fucking archive.
We
or
not
something.
gonna like.
He said he got him.
I don't want to sound like a 420 apologist. But gee, 420 be beat. They be beating T1T. They ain't got the same team, but they be beating T1T.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, mean, I don't remember.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So Melissa,
I know he played last year.
So y'all
Last
scared
year,
playing away.
last
You
year.
scared?
Last year came down to the
Someone y'all scared playing away.
came to the end of
You
the
scared playing away, bro? Oh my God.
Remember, Vino?
Huh?
Last year came down to the end of the game. Play
Yeah, dude.
game they ass end of the regulation.
True.
The end of the regulation.
True. Like that's a
That
real
was last-
rivalry.
And then the season before that, I think came out like 1 or 2 plays.
Oh, no.
Oh, legal.
Oh, it's too much
Legal
pressure. He
crazy.
said, I said it's too much pressure. Oh, no. That's funny as hell.
I'm trying to see if it's one that we could be missing.
Oh, my
I'm trying to figure out if
God.
it's one that we could be
Evil,
missing.
reckless.
No.
But it ain't-
Reckless at 420 was a good one. Them was some games.
Yo, that couple seasons we
Like, that was playing
Them games
every
was
year.
the bus.
It wasn't a rivalry. It wasn't a rivalry, but people
It
were
was
lining up to
compelling.
watch
It was
Open Bar
compelling.
and Reckless. Like after that first, like when Reckless
Yeah,
popped
yeah,
on with
yeah.
the man
Yeah,
defense.
I forgot about Open Bar.
I mean,
And the bar was closed.
Reckless made their brand off one stretch where they just
it was
locked niggas up.
No, it was that game. It was 2 games.
It was 2
That-
games.
That in 420.
It was 2 games. It was 2 games.
You did. That's true. Because they didn't. Yeah, because niggas like, all right, well now you gotta go get some receivers. And it's like
Yeah, they was like, all right, whatever.
yeah.
And 420 scored like 6.
Kendall a good DB to me though.
Yeah, he is.
Kim
He's
was
solid.
TV.
He's solid.
I see what you did there.
I like Tall Buddy
I
too.
see what you did there.
I don't think anybody else
Tall
is
Buddy with the
good.
dread.
Yeah, he is. I like him.
He don't talk as much as them. Like he.
Oh,
Tom?
he-
Yeah, yes, he do.
You wild.
He talked. He yelled and screamed the whole game.
Dreads.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love his energy.
Who?
No, he talk. But I'm
Oh,
saying,
Cole
like,
talk all the time.
He yells the whole game, bro.
I'm talking.
You know what I like about Tone?
I'm talking outside.
He
like, during
overly
the game.
He
communicates.
overly communicates. I love a defender overly communicate.
Well, like,
You know, I don't.
but I mean,
When you line up,
you know,
it's so annoying to me when you line up and a nigga like, he's been around the slant. It's like, no, I'm not.
That's me.
Gene did that.
I am him.
That's ridiculous.
Gene did that, but Gene did that on offense. He was like, damn, man. And he and dude was like, no, the fuck we not.
Cool. Cool.
No, the fuck we not, G.
I scored on it.
Yeah, because somebody didn't do their job.
Hey, don't do
Or
that.
whatever.
Somebody ran
He
fast.
knows though, but don't do that.
Skirt.
Somebody ran fast.
All right. Get y'all rivalries up, bro. Start fighting up at the field. Make flag football great again.
Hey, Cons is not happy about this this losing the 420 banter.
We didn't say that. We didn't say
No, because of rivalry and
No,
all.
we said it's been.
I would say I wonder what the record.
For it to be a rivalry, you gotta
It
beat
gotta
them
be
to
some
be a
back and
rivalry. But moments make compelling.
They
Not
beat
sure.
They beat them in
I'm with
420. I remember 420 beating T1T twice.
Yeah.
twice.
One in the playoffs.
So T1T done beat them like twice. I put them out the playoffs. I stopped them from going to
Most
the playoffs.
he said he specifically 2-0 versus them. So
I mean, I feel them.
All right.
So maybe Cons is on the family then.
no, quite possibly.
So
So
it might be 2-2.
all right.
He said Ron lost the vote.
So segue. You know, I got a chance to see some of the teams. You know, it's weird. You can't see the roster and
Damn,
stuff
we
now.
gotta-
No, I mean you want to mix it?
I'm with it.
All right.
Oh
I'm
God,
calling out tomorrow.
Acting bad.
y'all for the punch people.
We acting crazy. I need some ice for this.
Yeah, put some ice in that for me. All right.
We acting crazy, y'all. So if this
33 people in here
So-
at 917.
so if this show segues, we sorry.
Hey yo, I'm out this bitch.
No, you not. You here.
You know what I'm saying? You leaving at 10
I got-
o'clock.
I'm gonna call you in the morning to wake you up, G.
You gonna call me at 5?
I swear to God.
At 5.
I swear to God.
No, this nigga be up. He be pissing me
I
off.
swear to God.
Like, I think nigga at 8 o'clock tonight. And he'll take the morning back.
I swear to God, I'm gonna call you like,
Say,
nigga,
nigga,
my
why you
right
texting?
hand.
PB up, PB up.
And I'm like, nigga, what? He like, what you mad at? Nigga,
If
you're
we-
waking me up at 6 a.m. I don't have to get up.
If I don't, I'll buy you Harold's at the field.
That's right.
I need some.
They said they
I
beat
need
the
some
first round
heroes.
playoff. Other than that, trash.
Y'all got a fast T1T chat. Thanks for watching, guys.
They locked in though.
I love it. I love it.
I'm sure that it floated around.
I mean, we won.
Also, I meant to say that earlier. Cons wanted everybody.
Oh shit! Why is it on me? Oh, when you walk by.
You can't.
There we go.
You like people being competitive any other time.
I blame
I blame Daniel.
you. Cut off this.
This ratchet ass shirt.
Hey, GR, in the building. What up, GR?
It ain't my fault,
What up, G?
y'all. It's not my fault, y'all.
What
I
up, G?
didn't touch it. I didn't even touch it, y'all. It was not.
GR in the building.
You so happy you got Ari, bro. You been.
I'm so happy about my
I'm happy
off-season
to go.
pickups.
But like you've been talking about Ari for years.
I have, because you always
Come on, man. Come on, bro. You talking about tampering right now.
I don't care about.
I ain't talking about no temper.
Yeah.
And if it was, I don't care.
Ari fits in with y'all too.
I don't care about tampering.
She ain't
Keep it.
psycho.
Listen.
She
She a
crazy.
gangster.
She fit with y'all.
So she's
Like,
psycho.
hold y'all.
Keep your
Yeah, Ari's psycho,
That's it.
but she fits with y'all.
So, all right,
Ari, that's my
Y'all just.
Ari, cool people.
just what?
Have some juice.
Thank you,
I
sir.
don't got no juice, bro. I don't want to drink juice.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want some juice? I got like some freshly squeezed
Stop,
juice.
Stop talking to me. Oh, shit. Stop talking to me, man.
What's pause about
Stop
that?
talking to me, man. Stop talking to me.
Bro, I have
I
cold,
just said, bro,
I have cold pressed juice.
you finna show out on stream, G. This is the shit I be talking about. Every time people get around, you start wilding, G.
Bro,
Just
what
do
I-
the show.
He just asked for juice right now, so I got cold pressed juice.
Stop talking.
You hear that shit, bro? We just people. Like, we
Stop
just,
talking. Stop talking.
People, like, we just
All right,
random niggas.
cool.
People
Stop
get
talking.
around.
Cool,
Just do the show, G.
cool. He don't drink juice.
Y'all ain't got no boxing gloves now.
At school? All right, so best off-season pickups. Off-season pickups. Based on what y'all seen this week, we can't see the rosters and everything.
Our week come. Well, we ain't see it. Play it.
Well, no, just based on based on team,
Hold on, hold on.
based on teams that we've seen. What y'all like? What teams pickups y'all seen teams
I
like?
like Reggie going back to the cartel.
Is that an off-season
Not
pickup?
a pickup at all.
I mean, like,
He stayed.
the words was he wasn't going. So I'm gonna call that a pickup.
Okay.
I'm gonna call that a pickup.
Are you gonna say Will's a pickup as well?
Nah.
I mean, I didn't hear no rumblings.
You ain't no rumble, bro.
I heard a lot of rumblings. I like
you
Vino.
ride
I like
I like Vino the
I like Vino
T1T.
on T1T.
I like Vino the
I
T1T.
like Vino on T1T.
That ain't shit.
Don't bring some structure.
I like what Loaded did with the women.
Loaded, man. Yeah, I'm gonna know where y'all getting them from. They in LA Fitness or something.
I like
them-
what I like
them
what Loaded
Bengals.
did. But even not even just that though.
The
Scholarship.
Bengals.
That's
The
real.
Bengals. I
real.
coached them. Them my
That's real.
babies.
I feel like squad is by default because you get Bobby. Obviously, you don't get who you get.
Them some nice pickups.
Yeah.
Bobby always bring a nice core of women with him. Grady said he got some shit.
Grimy getting Tamika back. I like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They also.
I think hard to guard is grimy now.
Yeah,
Okay, that's true. All right.
I like that.
Corey.
Most of them
Okay.
like 4 to 1.
So what is Tay playing?
I saw him out there, but
He was out there.
I see him out there, but I didn't.
I said the same thing earlier with me.
We're playing receiver and like I think probably receiver.
I think Cat is on Grimy though.
She is.
She is.
And her,
Yes.
her
Tuck on Grammy too, I think.
Yes,
Tay,
sure.
Mook,
I like what Grimy did.
Package.
Mook on that too?
They was a package.
Yes,
They
Mook
was
is
a
on.
package.
Mook is on Grammy too.
That-
Oh, they say he played quarterback.
Not the female. Well, yeah, they got female Tay too. Yes.
That can get a little
Boom
weird.
got Tay, Kim, Bibby.
That could get a little weird later.
Nah, Billy went.
Boom got
Maybe
Tay.
on Boom. Wait, that's what are we
They
talking
said
about?
Boom got Tay, Kim, and Bibby. Kim
Say,
Kim- Randall.
They picked up Sierra too.
That's some good pickups for Boom.
420.
Yeah, they did. Boom. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, Boom got Sierra. They got Tay. They got somebody else too, but they also lost the big guy with the dreads.
Dark skin?
Yeah.
Who we with them?
Was it LOD? I think it's LOD.
Is he on Hitman?
I think he on LOD. He on one of them. I seen him in that game.
We made,
Cam. Who is Cam?
we made 3 big pickups.
Dejour and Cam. Who is Cam?
I don't know.
I don't know Dejour. Who is Cam?
I don't know either one of them.
Cam that played with you?
I don't know Cam.
Can't win. He went
He
to
went to
Rutgers,
Rutgers, I think.
Okay, all right, cool.
I don't know who Winton is, but I seen the
RP
name
know what
in West
I'm talking
Scarlet, his write-ups and Irv write-ups. I like Legacy. Legacy, they got Brock from Mob Ties. Some good big receiver,
Got
physical,
DC.
fast, DC.
We got Chris,
Chris who?
female Russian.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
She was missing. She ain't winning that Sunday.
No, they say Cam, he is on Boom. The one that played with you. I thought he was going to
look at me.
yeah, I thought he was going
Okay. He on
I thought
Boom
he was
too?
Oh, that's a good pickup.
No,
They picked up some stuff.
I'm tweaking. Yeah, he definitely was out there splashing shit. Like he,
I like Cam though.
Yeah,
Cam
I like
can
Cam.
play.
I
I
like
like Cam. Cam
yeah,
can play.
he hit him over the head once. Chuck laid it up there for him once for sure.
So who the receiver? So the white boy still there? I don't want to call white boy. I don't know. I can't think of his
I
name.
believe I did see him.
Trey's still on the team.
Maybe still gonna copy
Yup.
the teams.
And what we talking about though?
I mean,
Who's the
I don't care about.
is it
players.
Kyrie from
See.
from Hitman? I say he don't play with Hitman anymore. We play with him.
Kyrie.
The Russian. That was on Hitman.
I don't even remember that rush. Man.
Oh, okay. With dreads.
Yeah.
He still there?
Oh, okay. All right. The band picked up a little bit. They ain't do too much.
Yeah, all right. Good to go.
What else we got right here? Grady said he got some shit. Grady said he got some niggas coming from out of town and shit.
I didn't see him, so I can't.
I
say.
don't doubt.
I didn't see a lot of games.
Grady said he got some out of town folk that's coming. They got a game this weekend. I'm interested to see what's what.
Who they got?
Flagrant never come back. I'm finna get on that.
Who do they have this weekend?
They play the squad this
Are
weekend.
they gonna be here all the time?
Wait.
When it's in
They got-
We gonna talk about that.
That's
We talk about that. We gonna 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 talk about that.
Out of town, been there, done that. It don't always work. I
all I
get it.
gotta do is work once.
420 lost a lot. I mean, I know like we talking about who added, but like 420, like they just
Oh, they
look
took a-
They lost.
decimated.
Who
Like,
think lost more? 420 or Hitman?
I think 420 did. In
Hitman
value,
lost their entire defense.
I think in value though.
who you say?
Hitman or 420 think
They didn't
lost?
lose their entire defense.
Damn near.
I mean,
Bro.
damn near.
They lost.
420. I don't like 420. I think like
They
you lost
Jojo.
Tamika, you like Joe, you lost Kim, you lost Sierra,
I get that.
you lost
I think you lost
Bishop.
Hitman lost
Well, he been lost
DC,
Bishop though.
Ari. You lost a league MVP defensively.
3 people.
You lost the league MVP.
Yeah, for sure.
You lose Ari. That's both sides. He's playing both sides.
You got your whole offense
Your key
still.
playmaker.
Your whole offense still there.
You still got Buddy on
And
the
then you
team.
lost.
You got Morgan, that's the
Raiders.
MVP.
You lost Raiders.
You got Big Fella.
I thought you was gonna recruit.
I feel like you lost more people too. Though.
Who?
Cool.
I recruited him once. He ain't want to come. So
They just look different though. Do you think 420 lost more? JoJo,
Yeah.
Mika.
yeah, hell yeah.
Who else?
They lost all their
JoJo,
women.
Mika.
They lost all their women. Bro.
Also women, like the quarter women.
Who else they lost? JoJo, Mika.
Monica back on that team.
They lost Joe. They lost Tamika. They lost Kim. They lost Sierra. Is
Monica
who is the Red playing for? Who she playing for?
Right.
Who?
Grammy.
Who?
She was on 420 last year, wasn't she?
Who?
I believe so.
Who?
Correct.
Yeah, she was on 420.
She on Grammy.
Yeah.
She was like.
420 decimated though.
Yeah, they
like-
lost a lot.
Yeah, they're not in good shape.
It was tough. They lost a lot.
LOD lost. I don't know if Dave is still playing with them, but they lost Buki.
I'm pretty sure I saw him down
Okay, I
there.
ain't see what was what.
Yeah.
Everybody stay in touch. I'm very interested to see straight up this weekend.
Well, Hard to Guard disappeared, so I guess they lost.
Well, Hard to Guard is on. Hard to Guard is Grammy.
I'm saying they over.
From what it looked like. From what it looked
So
like.
I guess they lost the most.
Dave's still there. Okay, Dave's still on the team.
Yeah, he is there.
That was
Big
on the
Bird.
team.
Yeah.
You know, the Sailors added some shit.
I love it.
Man.
Fuck y'all.
Say not really.
Y'all pickups is y'all might be some of the best pickups too. Why y'all try to?
Why you say not really?
Y'all try to leave yourself out. It's crazy.
I don't like talking about myself because it ain't really. You feel me?
Well,
We talk about ourselves.
You said what?
They-
You wasn't impressed. Why not? Why you wasn't impressed?
Y'all
You
ain't
gonna
get the-
do this today, bro?
Y'all
I
ain't
brought
get
you up first, bro.
Y'all ain't get the clip neither.
Yeah, neither. I mean, y'all did though. Just a half too late.
I feel you. That's all your shit.
Evil.
I don't.
Meets RP Pierre and Sierra.
That's all you.
Interesting.
They picked up.
You know, I was wondering
Interesting.
that too. I actually was
Interesting.
wondering who.
Very interesting.
I actually was wondering who.
Hold on. Evil might be a. Hold
That might be
That's
the
a-
best. Not the
on.
best.
Nah, ain't the
but
best, but
I was actually
that's
wondering,
nice.
Yeah, I was actually wondering who the
That's
fuck else
four solid
played. I saw
starters.
him out there, but I didn't watch games all.
that's 4 solid starters.
That's
Ooh,
nice.
Evil play that. Nah, that's nice.
That's nice.
That's
No,
nice.
and they picked up some other people that played before they moved back.
And we got Evil this year
They
too.
got like 2 other people that.
Nah.
No, we got Evil Genius.
Yeah, and that's why that they allowed to be in this league.
They got some older people
Evil.
too that came back.
I didn't see him, so
I like that from Evil.
Hey yo, They got some flag football ass jerseys.
Yes, they do. I like them.
Evil one.
They got book bags too.
They flag football to the motherfuckers.
motherfuckers tough.
They Florida flag football.
Them bitches tough.
That shit all right.
The Powerpuff.
That shit, when I saw it, I'm like, damn, niggas really doing that shit.
Evil Empire. Okay.
Dave still where?
Now they stay with you.
Evil might be a
Stay.
Evil might be a
Because John can spin that hoe.
yes he can. Shout out to John.
John Bo's gonna put up
Bro, he's gonna put up MVP numbers every year.
It don't matter who on his offense. He
Prime
gonna
went
do
back.
that shit.
Prime went back. The defense.
Evil might surprise some
They
shit
got-
this
they
year.
got older vets that know
That's
how to
nice. I like that.
I like that.
I like
I
that.
like that. I like
You won't
that.
show up on Sunday.
That's very
John will
nice.
fucking get you. He'll get you the fuck out of here.
If you,
don't show up.
that's the guy spoken truth.
If
No,
you
that's
don't
real.
show up,
And
you
they
tweet it, bro.
You tweet on John.
They said that.
And he'll get your
Fuck
ass.
that ass.
That's the guy
You be
spoken
like,
truth.
damn. You be looking like, the fuck? You looking scared? Oh, you go out, we go out.
Yeah, you gotta get out on them.
Because I'm gonna tell you this.
And they smoke
I'm gonna
some.
tell you this. He done seen John done seen enough football where
He done seen.
all that shit don't even matter for
He
him.
done seen.
He ain't gonna be
He
surprised.
got some. He slowed the game down.
Yeah.
But like, if you get John some pieces,
He gon'.
So what's
I
that?
like that.
So is that got to be like Kenny Pierre come playoff time? Kenny Pierre.
they say Dave on the team.
Number three?
He got.
So you got
Sarah,
Meach,
wait.
you got
And
Meach,
he still got
you got
the
Meach, you got Pierre.
Change of pace.
That's a great change of
He
pace.
still got AD, consistent hands.
Yes, she gonna catch everything.
That's a team.
That's a team.
That's an offense for sure.
That's all-
I don't
yeah.
go on the defense like that.
That's what them if you don't show
But Pierre, but
shootout.
they say Pierre and Prime on the
You
team.
want to.
So you got two older guys that understand
It's another
what it's
thing
supposed to
that
look like.
came back.
And I'm gonna tell you this.
He ready for this 48-46 game.
Who?
John.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck the defense.
Yeah.
He ready to start some shit.
Especially
Don't
if he,
score. I'm gonna
because I'm gonna tell you this. If John got some weapons,
He'll throw that.
he gonna throw that bitch. He gonna throw that bitch.
John throw that motherfucking
I like
over
it.
the top.
I like it a lot.
70-yard moon ball. And that
He has
motherfucker
the
gonna
second
drop.
best ball in the
Get
league.
there too.
I like it a
So
lot.
get that.
I like it a lot.
And he's standing 3 yards from the line of scrimmage.
And he's fucking 6'8",
Point.
but he's 6'8", so he don't see a rusher.
100%.
Who said Miko a receiver over there nice too. He had 80
Your
yards.
rusher stupid. He gonna play.
Who is Miko? Who
I'm
is that?
assuming I'm assuming
Is that Meach?
He talking about me.
He's
Okay.
not.
And he got what the fuck is his name? It's another nigga. He's nice. He don't talk. He just come play.
So this is why I didn't know.
These niggas.
This is why I didn't know Grady had. Grady got Corey. That's a good pickup.
I did. People.
From
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
I
CO. I'm talking to him on the phone yesterday. He like, I got CO. I said, ooh. I said, you ain't tell me that. That's a good pickup. That's a great
that
pickup.
guy can get back there.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Grady can throw it
And
back
Grady
there.
can throw that motherfucker. So it's like, I don't know if Kim is playing, but he got his. So
I don't think she can.
Lexi, big pickup. That's a big pickup on defense.
Yeah.
That's a big pickup on defense. You still got Janice, you still got Troy, you got KC, so you got the core, everything that's going on.
I mean, they gonna be all right.
And CO,
They gonna be there.
he got some dudes. He said he got some dudes from my town that's nice though. He said they're gonna be here this weekend.
I wonder who it is.
I wonder too. He said somebody from DC or
He got a
something.
speed demon over there too. Girl wise. It's just shit.
Oh, you talking about Remy? Remy is nice. Remy a sleeper.
Remy not
No,
over
no,
there. Remy is on my ties.
Yeah.
Oh, no, matter of fact, she did leave.
Yeah.
went to my
She
place.
left?
Remy is on my
Kenny,
ties.
then, my bad.
Oh wow,
She did.
wow,
Remy's on my ties.
interesting.
Somebody got
Brian back.
Somebody gonna do it.
Brian back on the team. I like Brian. Brian don't be playing a lot. I like Brian though.
I like his game.
I do too.
Is Troy with them?
Yeah, Troy playing with him. Yeah, Troy playing.
Troy and Janice?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So they gonna straight up look different with everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, they gonna be nice.
I don't know.
They gonna be
I
nice.
don't
Is
know.
Rabbit there or Rabbit with Grammy?
Wait, who?
Rabbit.
She on Grammy.
I'm not sure.
Grammy. I know they was all out of town. Her,
She on Grammy.
It was all
All
Grammy.
right. So
Troy and Janice being there gonna look that
Yeah.
they offense look different.
So coming off like week one, if y'all was to, give a top 5 based on what y'all seen so far, just week one impressions, like what you like, who you like. Me personally, I like Cartel came out here. They played the team where they played, but like they came out and
They look
they did what they supposed to do.
The key about that is Nick said his arm didn't hurt.
That's a
huge.
key thing.
That's huge.
That's a key thing.
So
Obviously you got to throw the band in there because I've had champs coming off that.
Yep.
The Zero Rock 30 jerseys. I was like, all right.
Oh, I didn't see their
Them
jerseys.
bitches was weak.
I didn't see their
Trash, but I'm
jerseys.
saying, I was like, what the fuck is it? And that's something.
Motherfuckers, everybody was swimming in their jersey.
Which mean? They big or something?
Yeah.
Oh. Sailors. Say that.
Some will say.
Big win week 1.
Some was like,
Shit, loaded. Comeback win. It's a big ass win. That's a huge win.
top 5.
Yeah.
Infantry look good.
Yeah.
I don't know if Infantry look good or if
Coming back winning.
I don't know which one is
Coming back.
Comeback winning, that's
Comeback
good.
winning.
That's
I think
good.
I would say coming back, that comeback win probably more than infantry's. Like, especially as we just went through the whole how.
Well, no, so it's like when you talk about the squad, like the squad is a good team. For you to come back and lead them
Where
scoring
they
the same
finished that
score.
last year though,
Who?
the squad.
Well, they was SS1.
It's FS1.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they lost like first round.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, but you gotta remember the season before they was in the Final Four.
Yeah.
That was a good team.
That's right. It's
That was a good team.
So,
That was a good team.
So, who said?
So Stony Loaded, Cartel, the band.
Fuck y'all over my fist.
All right, now that bag special now.
Yeah. That's what I got. What you got?
I got Band.
Mhm.
I got Stony, Cartel loaded. I got playmakers.
That's what I forgot to talk about, man.
I got playmakers.
Playmakers coming out winning 36-14.
Playmakers look like, I'm not saying they're gonna finish that, but I said out of the performances that I saw Sunday, they had one of the top 5 performances Sunday.
Their quarterback.
They
Nick
had
playing-
one of the best.
Nick
5
playing quarterback changes everything.
They beat
For them.
shit out them
They
people.
beat the shit out of them. And they was partying.
They
They was partying.
partying.
Like I said on the stream, like they called a
shit,
bro, they called a pick and was like went nuts.
Like
they young,
partying.
So like I don't know
they
if
young and athletic.
what's they had a couple dudes from a couple seasons ago that was still, I don't know if they still on the team or not.
No, he said a
Pleasure and then the other dude,
little tall, light skinned nigga.
tall light skinned, but then the other dark skinned. What's his
Ron
name?
and
They both still there.
Jock. Yeah, Jock.
They both
Yeah.
still there.
Yeah.
Those are all Division I football.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So like I don't know what the women look like, but I think Nick gonna change that team for the better.
Nick got women that's catching the ball.
the women they just a bunch of just like
Sure
kind of
hands.
athletic and sure hands.
Sure hands.
That's what you need.
He get it back green and he got playmakers.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I need you to run these 3 yards.
He not really taking risks. He not taking big risks.
But he don't. But Nick is gonna bring. So what playmakers have is playmakers have the camaraderie that you.
35. Shout out.
Playmakers are the.
I hate Steve, but hey, bro, I hear you.
Playmakers are like have the right camaraderie and everything you want to see within the team.
Yeah, for real.
But then we have a connector, like Nick is the connector. And I think that's going to be great for their team.
Are we gonna see who they got this week?
I mean, we're going to talk about that in a second. But, yeah, those are the top teams that I like going into it. So, next week, Cartel and Playmakers. Going right into Playmakers.
Now we gonna see what time it is.
We definitely going to see what time
Now
it
we
is.
gonna see
What time is the game?
So the playmakers need to win.
It's at 9 o'clock, I think.
If that's 9 o'clock game, the Playmakers are gonna win that game.
They do play though, cause
So-
I saw Irk talking shit. Yeah.
They don't care. Like
They play at 9 o'clock.
Week 2?
They play at 9 o'clock. They play at 9 o'clock.
Playmakers need to win or just make it a competitive game. Like, all right, cool.
They
You
need
see,
to win.
Somebody else bad may have had a competitive game with Cartel. Like it don't matter with them mid-season, like in the beginning of the season. Like you can't.
Yeah, week 2.
There's no barometer at all.
It
Like,
means everything to playmaker.
well, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like it don't really
It needs
matter.
no
Like you can't judge how somebody is off of that because if they play close to the Cartel in week 2.
No, for sure.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
But
if you
with
watch-
that said, nobody's gonna.
Actually,
nobody's
I
gonna-
take that back. If you play close to the Cartel and lose at 9, you're not good.
That's true.
This is true.
I feel like it's gonna go.
Week 2.
It's gonna be a close game or somebody gonna get blew out.
I definitely
What does playmakers have to do?
It's gonna be a close game or
smoke their ass.
they gotta attack
What do
them.
playmakers got to do?
They gotta attack them
You said to prove
like to say like no,
to
we
beat them. No, they
or
have
to win.
no, they have to
say that
win.
we here.
No, they have to win the game. If they lose the
But
game,
he said
you're
they
not
got to
here.
smoke.
No, they can win that game.
He said they got to.
No, that's not true.
That's
If they
what I'm
win that
saying.
That's not true.
If Nick put up 20 points and they win 20 to 12 or something like that, that's not that enough. At 9 o'clock, that is not enough to win.
It's not enough to what?
You
Ask his question though. Answer his question. It's not what he asked.
What does playmakers have to do Sunday for you to be like, all right, bet?
What's I bet though? What's I bet though?
Like I bet, like they here, like they.
smoke their ass.
So they gotta smoke Cartel.
Yes. The
Is-
same way
do they
they
gotta
beat
smoke?
Hitman.
Do they gotta smoke them because it's 9 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay, all right, okay,
I don't think it's possible at 4.
okay, all right.
So at 9, you gotta smoke.
But
them.
pound for pound, you don't think it's possible?
No.
Why?
Wisdom.
Okay.
I think Buki.
But Nick-
I think Buki can fuck with Nick.
But Nick-
and everything on that back
But
end.
also, I'm saying this: Nick been on Cartel.
Yeah.
Nick know Cartel.
Sure.
That's
We all
a.
know Cartel.
But no, it's a difference when you've been on the team.
Nah.
He was a key component for their defenses, bro.
Does Nick?
It was a different defense when
Does,
he was.
hey, does
No,
Nick?
it was not.
Yes, it was.
Does Nick
That's
rush
why-
him?
That's why he's not
Does
there.
Nick rush Nick?
Huh?
Does he rush Nick at some point?
Who?
Nick.
Nick who?
Does White Nick rush?
Does White Nick rush Nick at some point?
If I was White Nick, I would
Probably.
play the whole game.
I would play the whole.
I would play the whole
I would play the
game.
whole
Probably.
fucking game.
Probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I would think so.
But why don't you think the Nick factor is big? Like Nick is huge in this. White Nick is huge in this right now.
Sure. But I don't think
I want y'all to understand what we talk. We
his
talk about a
knowledge-
9 a.m. game right now. I just want everybody to
his
understand what we're talking about.
His knowledge of Cartel that ain't what's gonna make nothing
Irk-
change.
I think it does.
He
bro.
said no,
It's
Irk
the
rushing
same
him. I don't
team.
believe it.
It's the same team, bro. It's the same team.
I just don't think so. Everybody knows the Cartel. Like every
know-
good team knows the Cartel. You
Yeah,
play,
but you- but-
seen
but
them,
no-
9 a.m. is
But
a month.
knowing them and attacking them are two
Yeah,
different
nah,
things.
Sure.
They got the shit to attack them. Man, I don't know what the women look like because I didn't see the women.
You got the shit to attack them. I mean, bro, people have the weapons. People be having weapons, and then them niggas turn that bitch on.
Yeah, because they're not familiar.
If they,
You gotta if you're gonna beat Cartel, you gotta be familiar.
None of those players are familiar. None of those.
Nick is-
Nick
all
is-
you
are
need
you,
is
are you
one.
saying the
You don't
lights?
need several.
Are you saying the lights gonna be too bright even at 9 a.m.?
No, I said they could win the game. I actually think they probably will win the game.
But it don't mean nothing to you
No.
unless they smoke 'em.
Yes.
Okay.
Till they show those pieces can outclass Reggie, Tell, Chris. If them niggas
If
is
they
there, that
If
them
they
they're like you just outclass them, and Nick is able to get all his schemes off. Versus Shabria, Esco, and Vontae. You know what I'm saying? And Buki can't even fluster Nick at all. Like, nah, hell nah. I gotta see it.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna watch it on TV. I ain't gonna be there.
I ain't
Hey,
gonna
I'm beat up.
But it will be an interesting game, to say the least.
All right, who you got?
I got Cartel.
I got Cartel.
All right.
But I mean, if we gonna but make it interesting. I don't be really knowing how this betting shit be going, but you know what they say, the plus and the minus.
they think you being biased. My man saying that's crazy because teams can't smoke Cartel. So I guess
Who did it?
I guess he's saying why they gotta smoke them.
What?
He's saying Cartel don't get smoked.
You gotta out. Well,
Y'all keep forgetting he's factoring in 9 a.m.
No, I get that.
No, I hear him.
I get that.
that's
I
crazy.
hear-
I get that.
I hear him.
So like, yeah, teams can smart. Yeah, because I don't see the Cartel get smoked. So y'all gotta smoke them to show that y'all for real at 9 a.m. because they not taking it serious at all. So if you barely win that game, then it's like, all right.
And they do come in a game like that.
And if
They know they playing the playmakers. They've already talked about it. Somebody's talking about going on vacation. Somebody's talking about going to brunch. Somebody's talking about like we playing the playmakers.
No.
So it's like if
Or-
you at 9, if you just beat them, it don't mean that.
No word.
Yeah. So I got Cartel +6. Okay.
You mean
Minus 6.
Was it minus?
Yeah.
Yeah, minus
Cartel
10,
by
yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cartel,
That's so on par.
Put that on the screen. Put that on the screen.
That makes sense.
All right, Irk. Irk say the best
As
rusher
a matter
in
of
the league.
fact, it'll look just. I bet the game look just like that 420 game we talked about earlier. Niggas show up at halftime. Shabria fucking dragging a book bag at halftime. And it's like, okay, let's just do it.
He said I got a trophy to prove it. Prove what?
Oh,
He the best rusher?
All right.
I mean,
go get him.
all right.
Go get him, Tiger.
All right. So
Wait, hold on. Cartel a regular team like all of us.
And that's why I was just telling you to put on that. That's why I was just
I
telling
just
you.
said, I ain't gonna go.
All
I'm
right.
going to brush vacation. I feel you, Earl.
Okay.
I don't believe in the all of us thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
You got the trophy to prove
It's
it.
different when you got
You
yeah.
got the hardware.
Yeah.
Who said that?
All right. T1T verse 420.
What time is this game?
This game is at
Who? What?
T1T and 420.
What time is this game?
You're
This
not gonna
game
order?
is
I thought this was at 2 or something.
You're not going to order the times?
at 2. It's at 2 o'clock.
Bro, I thought we was gonna order the time. Boy, you
No,
just said
Damn, we
shit.
play at
Picking
2 o'clock
games.
too.
Picking
Boy,
games. Picking games.
I'm like, we bet that fuck out on 9 o'clock game.
So T1T 420. 2 teams coming off a loss. What you think? What's your outlook? Y'all got practice on Thursday. What's your outlook?
It's raining.
It's gonna rain on Wednesday.
It's supposed to rain on Thursday.
Okay. What's your outlook for the game? They're gonna wash them. Infantry just beat them by 20. It was 9 a.m. though.
Wait, what?
And raining.
Infantry beat them by 20.
That's excuses, bro. I played at 9 a.m. too.
All right, bro. I'll eat.
I don't play with it. I mean, my teams haven't played good at that early. But yeah, I think if it's on, if what we saw,
Who is on 420's team?
yeah, I don't know.
I'll be honest.
I legit don't know.
Juice.
Juice
I,
still
Ant's
there.
there.
Marcus.
I know Ant play.
Just
And who?
played.
That
Yeah, he
he
hurt.
played post one.
Yeah, at that.
And
And
Stevenson?
is back.
Grimy.
And is back. And is back.
MVP at?
Yes.
He played.
And is back. Juice.
Chubb,
And they lost like that?
Sheen.
I heard it was a gang of drops.
I mean, Shane.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of drops.
Yeah,
There's a lot of drops.
capital G gang.
Okay.
I talked to Slim 3 times.
Folks say every time.
I know the game.
You know, I think if
What women on 420? I know Lily on
That's
420.
the big question.
Adrian,
They got
Who?
Sheen.
I want
They got Sheen.
Adrian who?
Was Adrian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
she played with
She played with Terror
she played
Squad.
Terror Squad.
Tall girl.
Fast.
What a goddess.
Yeah.
At times.
Oh, Terror Squad.
Yep. She had like a fade.
Oh,
That's crazy.
that was nuts.
What?
What's wrong with him?
Now motherfucker. Now
Okay,
motherfucker know who she is.
I got it. I got
Now I'm a
it.
bad guy.
She nice though. She nice though.
She is. I like
She nice though. She can run.
She athlete.
Yes, she
She can
is.
run.
But also, I can go back to we were talking about that shit earlier with quarterback. Like you got to throw a catchable ball for certain people. You got to know who's what. You got to know who's who.
It was cold.
I'll
man.
be honest. This game might get dark.
I do think post losing to the Sailors, you know that T1T probably wants to turn some shit up versus 420 because who they are familiar with.
It's the right.
You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Some would say a rivalry. You know.
That unfiltered logo was tough. I just want to put it.
I think it's going.
T1T minus.
I think for them to change this game is like we're gonna have to play.
You
You
think
saying work?
Like I'm a
you think
huh?
not the goose egg?
No.
The question is, do they bring Monty down?
No.
what?
Bama gonna rush.
All right.
Bama gonna rush. I think that so when I look at 420, in my opinion, Wu is too special of an athlete not to have his fingerprints on the whole game.
Who don't use his legs?
That's where I was getting to. That's where I was getting to.
Late as hell.
Yeah, bro. I think if they're gonna win this game, Wu gotta have his fingerprints on the game. And he has to. I think Wu a lot of times when he plays, it's like, I'm gonna prove I can play quarterback versus I'm one of the most athletic niggas in this league, and I'm gonna just take advantage of what the defense give me in this situation. They got their plays, they got how they go about it, he gotta give you the ball, but like he just gotta go out there and be special if they're gonna win this game.
Yep.
I think they're undermatched. I didn't know Ant was on the team. He got some speed. If you got Wu and you got Ant and you got Juice on the team, like
And they played it.
I think that's gonna give y'all. I think that'll give y'all a little issue if they kind of press y'all vertically down the field. If they try to play out vertically down the field, it's gonna give y'all a little issue. Defensively, I don't see them being able to guard y'all though.
They just lost too much.
But I also think it depends on how Wu come out and play.
420 defense wasn't stopping you.
No, I agree. That's why y'all gonna have y'all way with them. But I think that he poses
Yeah, I
he
don't.
poses an issue if he come out and just be like, I'm just gonna go out here and play like who I am. That's what I think.
I can see it, but I mean,
Do you think he like? I mean, you look at my man. He has an issue. He has the potential to give us a problem.
yeah, who could be a problem?
Yeah. But I got T1T. I got T1T by 2 scores.
I got T1T.
Honestly, I haven't seen 420
I
play.
got T1T by like 10.
I got him by 2
T1T
scores.
Like 10.
Yep.
They're gonna bounce back this week.
They gonna score. I got 420 scoring.
Sounds like it, bro.
Can't even be goose egg.
They're gonna bounce back, bro. I'm going off what you saying. Why you be so mad, bro?
Y'all niggas is funny, bro.
The thing is, people be texting like, why you so mad? I got that text at like 6 in the morning. Why you so mad? Like, I'm never mad. And when I'm never mad.
Nah, bro, you know, it's like the Hulk, bro. I'm always angry.
Nah, man. I'm having a ball. This season has been nonstop funny.
Bro, it just started.
I'm very.
I've been laughing my ass off.
I'm so glad we got this shit back.
All right.
I'm so happy we got this shit back.
Me too.
This is gonna be good.
All right. Boom versus the band.
Man, done.
Easy?
You know,
I actually think so.
Easy?
I actually think so.
Boom told me on the sideline is to change underguard. All right, cool. Show me.
I got
With that said,
2 scores.
For the same reason why they won a championship. I
Boom
got-
defense goofy. Wait for the fuck them people.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
They haven't figured that shit out like
But I'll tell you this. Boom is always trying to figure something out.
Wait for the fuck them people up, man.
I'm gonna be honest though. I like this. It's gonna be a Brandon versus Chuck thing. Brandon versus Chuck. I think that's gonna be big in this game. I'm interested to see that matchup. How they just kind of the gamesmanship between each other.
What time is this game?
They put these people at it.
Man, Yummy finna have Chuck running around. Brandon be lurking in the
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, people at
Oh
it,
yeah.
bro.
I can see that.
It's gonna beat their ass.
I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win.
Not think they're gonna beat the fuck out
I
them.
don't think they're gonna beat. I think they're gonna win convincingly. I don't think it's gonna be a moment.
I think the band is playing very confident.
Why do y'all feel like that?
Because I think the band playing very
They're
confident.
very confident, right?
Okay, I'm talking about team versus team though.
I don't think Boom actually knows what's going on. I think they got a lot of new toys that they're excited about.
Control this level.
Cohesiveness is not there. The band is completely the opposite.
Hey, you know,
It's real. It's a difference between fake confidence and like
and
actual confidence.
that might be the problem with Boom.
It's
What
level,
he just
bro.
said.
They arrogant.
Like, maybe slightly, but whatever, right? But I think the problem with Boom is that they have good pieces, and because they still trying to reach the upper echelon, for lack of a better word, they're adding more pieces. Like they're adding more pieces, right? So it goes back to what he said. Like they still trying to figure shit out too.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now they did beat the band last year. They lost to them in the
They
playoffs.
did beat them last year.
They
That's
did.
my whole point.
They did beat them last year.
It does matter.
I
How does
think
that not matter?
it's a different band.
In the
team.
same team? No, it's not.
It's
They
a
are.
different
What's
band
the
team.
difference with the team?
Playing
They just
confidence.
playing with a different.
That's a real
confidence.
thing.
They playing with a different.
Momentum.
That's the only game they lost last year. So what makes you think they just can't?
confidence. It's the only game who lost.
The band. They
Absolutely.
lost one game last year.
Yes, and they lost it
To
to
Boom.
And then
they beat them again. And then band beat Boom in the playoffs,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So now they playing them again, right? But they're a different.
I'm saying like y'all saying it like they just this much better than Boom.
I'm saying that I think they're gonna convince them.
Especially when they beat them like they beat them.
What's your pick?
The band.
By how much?
I don't know because it seems like they're familiar with them. It seems like they're familiar with them. So something that I see.
So there's
so
not
some-
a chance that was just like we playing Boom and then that got away from them. There's not a chance of that.
I don't think so.
If the band beat them by multiple,
What was the score in the playoffs? I don't know what the score was.
I have no idea what the score was.
Can you pull up?
Like it's Washington. Like,
Matter of fact,
that bad.
hold on.
Oh, yeah.
If the band beat them by
It doesn't matter.
I'm just asking the question.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
If the band beat them by more than 10 Sunday, then what?
Wait, in the playoffs they beat them 22-8.
All right. So if the band matches that Sunday, then what?
Yeah, nothing. They just beat
That's actually even more reason why I think the band finna win.
They just beat
So,
them.
so my question will be: does it say more about the band, or does it say more about how?
The game on the turf is different from the game on the grass.
And obviously, you're giving more merit to the game on the turf, right?
Well, it's
on grass.
Different. Yeah.
It's different. It's a different game.
Space is different.
All that's different. That's real.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that you're saying that why are we talking like the band is so much better than Boom? Correct?
I'm saying y'all like, man, like they just gonna kick their ass.
They kicked their ass kicked their ass in the playoffs.
Okay. It was 22 days. Okay.
So if that's the same score Sunday, what are you saying? That's what
I'm
I'm
saying
asking.
they won. I ain't saying nothing. I'm
Okay.
saying they won.
Okay.
I'm just like, I was like, they just gonna kick their ass, but like, they beat them.
Conventional
Okay.
win.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Now, I don't know what the score was of that game either when they played them the first time.
I want to say Boom won by like 6. I remember covering that game. But,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think the band gonna win the game, but I'm
So it don't mean nothing about neither team. Like you don't learn nothing about neither team.
I will learn something about the band
If what?
in general.
I mean,
In general.
I don't think we can get too much from a week 2 game.
I don't think that. I think
Especially
that
for the champion.
like there is a when you sit and you look at certain games like this, like Boom is not a team you can just walk into the game and you overlook the team.
I think a lot of people think that though.
I do think a lot of people think that, but that's
About
not.
Boom?
But that's not what that
You
is.
think
though.
people? So like
I don't think nobody looking at Boom on their screen and be like, all right, what the fuck happened?
this season,
Chuck not playing with you.
That nigga came out there.
Chuck not playing with
Oh,
you.
back, like, all right.
Chuck not playing
Okay.
with you.
That's what we
What's my
doing.
man's name? What what's his name not
I
playing
mean,
with
we
you?
end up beating them too.
like I don't think I think they just got, like I said, I think they got a lot of shiny new toys that they figuring out how to play with.
Well, this is what I'm saying. What I like about Boom is very good at productive struggle. I think that's very important when you building your team out. They work at it, they practice, they do all this shit. Zay is committed to making sure my team, like he watching, he like there's some gamesmanship there. Like I ain't saying like it's always like they know exactly what they're gonna, but like they're trying to do something
Okay.
based on what they think you're gonna do.
Sure, but this same thing is happening on the other side, and they're a better team.
Yeah, better team. I'm with him.
All right.
You was finna utter that you don't think they're a better team?
I'm with him. They doing the same shit.
You would, if you taking the 2 pieces off, the two captains off the team, and inserting yourself, you would choose the band.
The band are playing with a shitload of confidence right now.
They are.
Anyway,
I'm not saying that. Why y'all attacking me, bro?
Because of what you
I'm having a conversation,
You
bro.
brought up all these key pieces.
Because it matters. That matters.
It don't matter. It kind of it cancels it out if the other team doing the same thing.
Is there anybody on the band that can guard Trey?
No.
Yes.
Who?
Lizzo gonna start
Man's
at 10.
okay guard fucking Trey.
He gonna
bro.
start at 10.
He.
Tell me I ain't seen Lizzo drop back and just get it in.
This one gonna start at 20.
Okay.
And Chuck gonna just throw it.
Okay, cool. Cool. So cool. What the band got to do to win? I mean, I'm sorry. What Boom got to do to win, in y'all opinion? If y'all was running Boom, what would y'all do to beat them?
Oh, man.
What would y'all do?
Out scheme them like that.
How?
How,
Tell me how. How would you do
how do you out scheme the band?
it? Yeah. What would you do?
I mean, I know their coverage, so it's like,
Right. So what would you do?
oh, I beat they little rolling too. I beat
Okay. Who's gonna play for the? So I'm interested to see
I'll put my best guy in the middle. I'll make Brandon have the
who's gonna play for.
who's Boom rushing?
That's the other part, bro. That's a good point. You got Trey and you got Cam.
Who's Boom rushing?
okay.
That's some speed, bro.
You gotta hit the right target.
Yes.
He find them niggas and he can throw
In
it.
fairness, man.
And he can throw that bitch.
Yes, he can throw it
He
far.
can throw it.
In fairness, I seen Chuck and Chuck had a very viral. Infantry was rolling, and then they played for 20.
And Mitchell, the white boy Mitchell.
Chuck,
And the white boy Mitchell.
Nice, bro.
And the white boy Mitchell
I'm
on
not
the
saying
team.
Chuck not nice. I'm saying Chuck.
So, okay, so look.
You gotta
So look,
manipulate.
okay, so
You gotta
look.
manipulate Brandon.
Okay, so look.
Chuck be having.
But I'm like
Chuck
this
tweaking
though.
moments.
But I'm like, he does tweaking moments. He does. But when you sitting and you looking at what the band got on defense. So I don't know who started for them. Lenzo gonna play safety.
Yep.
Tone wasn't there on Sunday based on what he said on Facebook.
And you're not taking the fact they can absolutely take away their women.
Cool.
Boom.
Band can take away.
But they don't play man.
Until they want to.
But they don't. Because
They play match though.
that's real, but that's not man. It's not. It's different. When you stretching vertically, it's not man to man. You can't match that shit.
Yep.
Because Chuck can run on her.
Mhm.
She's a good rusher, but Chuck got the ability to run. So when I sit and I look at their corners, it's like, is Deshaun gonna play corner? Is Ari gonna play corner? Like they got some burners.
But that's that.
Because I'm gonna tell you what
people are nice though. Deshaun Lenzo, and Ari at corner. That's a nice trio.
No, I'm with you. But what I'm saying is when you're pressing a team vertically like that, are you? But if Deshaun play defense, because they still do that tone. Because I'm like, you don't bring you don't bring Ari. In my opinion, you don't bring Ari on the team
If you know
and
you
sit
got
him
Tone.
down
Right.
because he's a star. So it's like if Tone is there,
Somebody ain't there.
if Tone is there,
I think
Ari and Tone start,
I know.
or Lenzo start, or the other dude
playing,
gonna
but
start.
Brandon playing to win the game. If that's the matchup he needs, that's what he's gonna put in the game.
I hear you. Hey,
He'll take himself off the field if that's what's necessary.
yeah, but if you take yourself off the field, now you got a guy rushing.
Who's rushing for Boom?
I don't think that matters.
For Blake? You don't think it was a rusher?
I don't think that matters.
Nah, I don't think. When you play against Blake, bro, I don't think none of that shit matters. You got to be able to match concepts. I don't think that shit matters.
Yeah, he getting rid of the ball. And he see over the rush.
Yeah.
That bitch coming out.
He's looking over the rush. Looking
Like,
over the rush.
it's coming out anyway. It's
Looking
coming
over
out
the rush.
anyway.
But I'm like, I ain't said, like I said, I still got the band beating them, but I am interested to see the personnel. Now, I don't know what, because I'm like this. Tay is nice, bro. The receiver. I don't know how much chemistry
She wrong.
Chuck got with her.
She nice.
Is Steph still on the team?
Yeah.
Steph's on the team, so who the third woman? Haley not going to be there, she said. Who is DB? My boys that be there. We got
No,
DB.
man. Speak
I don't
up.
know who DB is.
Speak up.
But I'm like, take a win some one-on-ones because who they start on defense?
If they put
Who do they start on defense?
But it's not. Brandon's gonna play to win.
No, he's not. No, bro.
You think LeBrithian would watch somebody else get killed?
This is what I'm telling you. When you watch them play against T110, you watch them play out. You watch the show. Watch the show when they talk about what they did. I took a back seat so and-so could do whatever it is they're going to do. Nicole played, and Nicole is good. Nicole played, and Gabby played, right?
They didn't need her.
That's my point.
Okay, Tay.
That's my point.
Scores. That don't happen again. If
Okay.
she score on somebody, she score on Nicole because she burnt her.
They're going to keep them in the game, bro. Now, she's going to come in the game. They're going to come in the game if it's close. I still got the band. What I'm saying is, I'm like the whole conversation. I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm going. No, bro. Like we talking about schematic shit. That's what we talking about. That poses a problem for them. This is what the band do. They do play that too. Pressure that two with fucking 2 or 4 verticals or 3 verticals, and I'm gonna see if you're gonna run with the personnel in.
Now you're also inserting your mind into theirs.
But this is what we talking about.
But scheme.
It's us. We talking about us.
Yeah, you can scheme against. You can scheme against. Yeah, I understand. I understand the scheme against the band.
Yeah.
But it's like, again, my thing is, I think Chuck did have that run where he went to the where he lost to Grimy.
Yes.
It was up in that game.
Yeah.
He should have won that game. That was nuts.
Infantry.
That was nuts.
Infantry.
No, it was against Grimy.
No, I'm saying he was on infantry.
He's on
infantry. Yeah.
They should have won the championship.
I couldn't believe they cut him after that. That was wild.
They didn't trust him.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you're right. I disagree with you.
Like,
Sure.
That's
yeah,
your turn to guard.
10:03 p.m. 36 people still in the chat.
that's cool. We gonna wrap.
Fuck, bro.
So we wrap up. So
37 people
All right.
in the chat.
Hey, yo, I'm dead ass.
yeah, I got you.
I got like
Last thing. So
Yeah, boy, I'm in trouble already.
so last game. This is your fault. You fucked it up.
Yeah, this is supposed to be happening at 8.
We're supposed to be done at 8, but it's okay. I'm cool.
And this nigga got here at 7.
I got here at
No, he got here at 6.
Sorry.
They just flat out.
All right, last game that we're gonna do 4 o'clock game of the week. Straight up busting versus squad. This is
Can't wait.
this has so many
Can't-
storylines. This has so many implications.
can't wait.
It's a lot of good players in this
It's gonna be a
game.
nice- it's gonna be a nice.
It's
game.
gonna be a beautiful day on Sunday. This
I don't even
bitch,
know how to spell
Hey.
straight up busting.
this bitch,
Don't even play.
this bitch gonna bust. I ain't gonna lie. I think it's gonna bust a little bit. You got two quarterbacks in this game where two of our better quarterbacks in the league.
They're familiar.
They're familiar with each other. A lot of weapons on both sides of the ball. I mean, before I get to my shit though, like, go ahead. Like, what y'all think? This was a team. This was one team last year. This is a team that was together for a year, and
This is the perfect 4 p.m. game.
this is a perfect for
This is the perfect 4 p.m.
Like,
game.
straight up just won the game. Like, you know, it's had a relatively easy
I'm gonna
game.
be real with you.
It's actually fake animosity.
Coming, it's not fake animosity.
I'm gonna
It's
be
real animosity.
I got
I ain't gonna
You do?
sit.
I got Grady.
You know what's crazy?
I got Grady
I think
because
that
them
we-
niggas didn't want Grady, and I feel like he finna, and I feel like he finna be on.
I ain't want to talk about it. I ain't want to talk about it. I ain't want
I
to talk about it. Grady, my dog. I can't. You feel me? I can't talk without his
No,
permission.
Grady, bro.
But
Grady, you know Grady, bro.
I
You
know Grady.
Grady gonna holler at
I know
you,
Grady.
and Grady gonna tell you
No,
what it is. Like he gonna tell you what it is.
I should have called Grady here.
Grady
bro.
finna be on some
You
shit.
cool?
Grady finna be on some shit. I got straight up bust. I do.
My dog probably sleep. So I'm gonna call on air, bro.
My opinion.
You calling
I need to make sure it's
You
okay.
calling
Bro.
him
Go
on
ahead
it.
and talk, bro. I need to make sure it's okay.
My opinion is like I think that week of them not playing as a unit might hurt them.
Who?
Straight up.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Okay.
they just that week behind.
This nigga sleep.
You know what I'm
This nigga
saying?
a chef, bro. You
But
Bobby got to run around with his new people
bro.
for a little bit. He got to
This
see
nigga
some
sleep.
shit wrong.
Fuck it. I'm
Grady
breaking.
don't scheme.
I'm breaking the circle of trust, Grady. You ain't pick up the phone.
Because the thing is, I don't know. See, I talked to Grady down at World, and then I,
I talked to Grady too, actually.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Grady talking a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey, what's
Grady
up,
got an answer
Grady,
right now.
hey, bro. Grady been in the gym for 6 months. He on there with everybody. I'm telling
He
you.
got an answer.
My boy on there with everybody.
I got straight up busting, bro. I got him a little comfortable too.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't have him comfortable.
I ain't saying that.
I don't
When
have
I
him
say
comfortable.
comfortable, I don't mean they gonna wash him.
I got you. I don't have him comfortable. What I'll say is this. You have Grady and you got Red. Red knows Grady.
Okay.
And Grady know Red. Red can scheme some shit up, but they know each other very, very well, right? I think it's gonna come down to whose ego breaks first. Red gonna have some shit to prove during this game. But Grady also gonna have some shit to prove during this game. It's gonna be a back. So I'm like, okay, Malik gonna rush, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know who the squad's DBs are. So you got somebody with Grady and Malik who are both familiar with each other, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Grady could come out and be like, I'm gonna attack this nigga. Or he could be like, you know what, he fast, I'm gonna just kind of sit and I'm gonna do what he gonna
I
do.
don't think that's what he
Right.
gonna do.
I don't know who the corners and shit are for the squad. I think Corey opens up a whole nother dynamic for that offense where you got to guard 80 now.
You got Red.
You got to guard 80. Like,
Mm-hmm.
women wise, you know, you got Janice, you got Toy. Ooh, shit.
Defensively, the squad women not good.
Who they women? Who the women?
They got bad respect.
She a vet. We just talked about this though.
Yes.
But
she's
she giving up
small.
size.
She is, but I'm like, but if they play man, but like
She's not big enough.
so Red is not gonna put them.
That's true.
Red is not gonna put them women in no position where they
That's
gotta go
also
guard
that's
them.
also to Grady's advantage. He can't do
No,
certain things.
who can't do certain things?
Jarita
That's not.
and Gretchen need to play defense.
But that's not what
Gretchen
they
will
do.
play defense.
That's not what they do. That's not what they
I
do.
don't know who the other defenders are. Damn.
Jarita and Gretchen need to play defense.
Teach need to play defense.
Chiefs need to play defense as well.
That game, yeah.
Because Red is gonna scheme that shit so where he can force him to throw the ball to a certain spot, and him knowing Grady, he's gonna try to play to that. They're not gonna be able to play man. I don't think they're gonna be able to play man to man against him personally. But that ain't what he want to do either. I think what Red his scheme going into this game is gonna be like, I want to force Grady to have to make a mistake in this game. But it's gonna be two of them. You can't force nothing. I don't think that the squad can force any action against straight up.
I agree.
Especially if these niggas come from out of town, he say they nice like they are. He's saying they nice.
But I don't think he need them niggas out of town to beat them.
I think it's from a defensive perspective though.
Do you know niggas?
I don't know.
He just lives in DC or something. I don't know. They play flag though. The one thing with them niggas out of town, they play flag.
I don't think he need them.
That ain't about need though. It's his team.
I think they a better team.
Okay.
I mean.
Okay.
I ain't seen them enough.
Okay. So looking straight up on defense versus squad on offense.
Besides Brian.
Besides,
Well, Corey. You got Brian. You got Corey.
Brian is going.
I don't know who rushing.
Because
I'm like-
Brian and Corey,
Corey gonna guard Q.
right?
Brian gonna guard Rock.
Yo.
And now,
Brian gonna take the other short, fast motherfucker.
all right, so he gonna take
Whoever the other
Yeah.
DB is gonna take.
And then
Brian.
Who the other DBs? I don't know if Grady brother playing. Grady brother might play.
He a DB too.
He nice.
So, yeah.
He decent. He nice. I like his brother.
and then what?
Lexion Gresham. That's gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you what Bobby gonna do to them though. I don't know who's calling the defense. I don't know who's calling the defense for straight up.
Bobby gonna hunt.
Bobby's gonna hunt. Bobby's gonna
Exactly
hunt.
what he gonna do.
I am interested to see whatever straight up got on defense. He gonna hunt them. Whatever it look like.
No, you're not.
Yes, he is. Why not?
He gonna hunt for
He
sure.
gonna hunt.
Gretchen
He
gonna
gonna
have.
hunt with them women.
Gretchen gonna have 10
He gonna hunt with them
receptions.
women.
No, you're not.
Why?
Okay, well, he'll hunt with the women. That's one crossed off though.
Mhm.
So I don't know the other two women defenders for straight up. So
Probably Ja. Is she with Ja?
Ja on team on
She with Ja?
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know the other two women, which can pose a problem if you go man.
who was wrong? She said squad ain't got nobody to guard Big Rome.
Come on, man.
Oh, Rome do play with them. I forgot Rome play with Grady. He do that big draw.
Ron gonna go. He not
I
going.
ain't
Ron
gonna-
gonna go in
I ain't
there.
gonna lie, Red gonna try real hard though.
Oh yeah.
Red gonna try to sit down.
Yeah.
Not saying that he can.
No,
or
no,
can't.
no.
Like that's gonna be
Yeah.
the matchup though.
Now that's a good matchup.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But I'm like, I'm just mad you can't see the rosters.
I can't think of the other two women because that would give me a better.
It's Lex. I'm trying to think who was on the team last year.
I'm be honest. I don't think it matters. Like Toya, Janice, like
No, I'm talking about
Well,
Bobby. I'm talking about Bobby
going against
offensively
their
going
defense.
on defense. Because it's like,
I see.
because I'm like this. If you stay in base against Bobby, he gonna attack your flat and he gonna do what it is that he gonna do. Right? He gonna attack your flat and he gonna do what it is that he gonna do.
Yeah.
You play man to man, I don't.
Going early.
They losing.
Listen, bro. If they can guard squad vertically, which they can, they're going to win.
Who could guard squad vertically?
Straight up.
Can't just say that.
You can
Why?
Yeah.
because Corey can run with anybody.
Because Corey can run with anybody. And
he played DB. Like he can guard. He can
We
take.
just
that
talked about this, bro. Q is a fucking Division I wide receiver who can go special. He's special.
He is special.
He's special. You said this.
But the quarterback,
Yeah.
he ain't gonna scheme him open.
Bobby gonna run
You
this
think so? You think him coming off this loss? You think he not going? You think he not gonna go
No,
with him being familiar?
he don't know. No.
But a big part about Bobby too is the mental game too.
Yes.
Bobby gonna see Corey over there and he gonna be like, "You got it."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. Like
He gonna be like, "You
he
got
gonna
it."
take Q out the game. I'm gonna take Q out the game.
Right. So wait, he going?
You gotta do some.
He
See,
going to the
you
winner.
gotta do some unconventional shit. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Like
so I'm like, okay, cool. Who rushing him?
who rushing who?
That matters. Who rushed Bobby? That matters too.
I don't know the team good
I
enough.
don't know. I don't know who rushing them.
Who's to say Brady won't go down there?
I ain't never seen Grady rush. Why would he do that?
Who's to say he won't go down there?
I don't think they're. I would assume that they have an athlete good enough for that.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, for sure.
So I would assume that.
Yeah.
I think men on men, they have the pieces to stop them vertically.
Okay.
Enough for it to at least psych Bobby out of trying them.
To try, yes.
Men.
Yes.
Women, I don't know them other two.
Yeah.
I know he'll look at Lexi like, cool.
Yep.
Maddie
He
versus somebody.
he gonna-
Maddie nice though.
Maddie nice as fuck.
Maddie
Maddie
nice.
versus somebody.
And T's nice too.
He-
He
He's
gonna
versus
hunt.
somebody.
He gonna hunt.
He will do that shit.
He gonna hunt.
He'll try that shit.
He gonna have his plays.
and she better be a name.
He gonna have his plays. Play 7, what the fuck ever. He gonna see they lined up. He gonna walk to that girl. And he gonna be like, "Hey, you do this, you do that," and he gonna play a 2-man game.
That's a fact.
And he gonna play a 2-man game. He ain't even gonna play that game. And I don't think that's enough.
So what y'all got? What you got for school?
I got straight up busting. I don't think they gonna watch him.
I do think that team. I think, like I said, I think it's gonna hurt that they ain't played together this first week versus Bobby playing. So I think I'll take the squad.
One score?
Yeah, one score.
What you got?
Also,
One score.
hold on, just let this be known because I 100% don't want the squad to win.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Best game of the day.
I got straight up too.
Fuck that. I got straight up buzzing.
I got straight up. I got straight up.
I got straight up buzzing.
I just think Grady just, was just something to prove. I think this yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Best game of the day.
Yeah. So this week, we got some interesting games. It's gonna be a super nice day. I think it's gonna be like in the 60s on Sunday, so it should be
64.
64. So it should be a good
Some
ass,
guy coming out.
good ass A2 Sunday.
Guy.
Oh,
What's that?
Thank y'all for tuning in. Sorry for the late, but we here.
Wow.
Nah,
I'm talking to him.
oh nah,
I got distracted.
but we here. We're gonna be doing it every week. Trying to get it consistently on Mondays. Work it out. Thank y'all for staying. See y'all on Sunday. Peace.
Yeah, we ain't got no outro.